Welcome. Oh, this is very different with this huge screen here. Welcome to episode 79, I think, of But There's More. I am your host, Astro. And with me, I just have me and my mic. We're just hanging out today, guys. What is going on? Rome. Yo, what up? What up? Today's gonna be a good day. Greetings. What's up, big dog? What's going on? Man? Glad y'all are here. Glad everyone's doing well. But without further ado, let's have a good one. All right, what we got here? We got Trey. What up, Astro? What's going on? Good deal, man. Glad everyone's having a good day today. How's everyone's week been? Has it been good? Has it been eventful? What is it? What's been going on with everybody? For me, this week has been pretty cool. I feel like there's not a lot of news in the statue world. Maybe that's because I'm missing stuff. I don't know. You guys let me know, but it's kind of been the same old. I mean, people still recapping the Batman. People still catching up to the Batman movie, which is fine. That will still happen, right? Next couple weeks is going to be that, and we did get some more pictures from the Prime 1 Batman release, which is cool. I'm gonna show pictures of that here in a second. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm actually running a little bit behind today. I'm gonna turn y'all's horny up a little bit today too. So I got some special for you at the end of the show. Turn everybody's horny up. What's up, Brian L? What's going on? What's up? Good deal. Let's see. But first, I think we should look at the Prime 1 the Prime 1 showcase. I'm still struggling on saving money and not buying that Wonder Woman versus Hydra. Dude, listen. I want that Wonder Woman versus Hydra as well. As a matter of fact, I need to figure out my game plan for that. But without further ado, we're gonna bring in another host for today. We got my man H Stats. What's up, H Stats?
What's good, player?
What's going on, man?
Chilling.
Man, Keith is in the house. What's up, Keith? Man, I ain't talk to you in a second, man. How you doing? Hopefully he's doing well. I was just about to pull up this Prime 1. I think it's the Prime 1 Batman, the new Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And check this out, man. But how you been? How's your week been?
Just working, man. Enjoying the hobby, man. It's getting better and better, man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't do like a little spoiler for the Batman because it's been so much.
So look, I know. So you wanna actually because you saw it and I saw it.
I saw it.
You wanna just jump into it today?
Look, man, it's people gotta understand, like, time goes on, and I love the movie. I loved it. And what got me was that scene where
Hold on. Don't say it yet. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm adding a disclaimer for everybody. You know,
we got to do it. We got to do it because it's just I'm a little bit older now, and I just think that it's a time where what can we do to make you happy with your favorite character?
Yeah.
Because it's like people are gonna criticize it, and it's like every 5-10 years we get like a iconic hero that's basically I guess interpreted differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you read the story, we can't keep going back to like the graphic novels. We can't go back to that. because it's like obviously some people do things the way they want to do it. But anyway, make a long story short, what got me with that film, what people miss is that the fact is we saw a young Bruce Wayne, young guy, getting to know that he's about to inherit a huge responsibility. And we saw that when he was in the police precinct, and we saw he was escaping, and when he was going towards when he was getting ready to jump off the building, he was hesitant, and we never seen that.
He was scared.
Yeah, he was scared. Yeah. And we have not seen that side of Bruce Wayne, because it's like
I loved it.
Yes, and you saw like he was like, well, look, if I gotta do this, if I gotta jump off, this is what I gotta do.
Yeah, he's like, here goes nothing.
Right. So how can you compare that to the Christian Bale Dark Knight, and which was phenomenal? It was a phenomenal film. We love it to this day. But how can you make the comparison? Right. It was great, man. I loved it,
dude. I think because as I listen to other people's reviews, and like different people like review the movie and say all these things, it's like I feel like there was it's crazy because we think the same thing. I feel like there was no real grace as far as like them, like it seemed like they just kept forgetting that this is only year 2. Like,
yeah,
they was like, oh, he wasn't the greatest detective on earth. It's like, fam, he's just starting. Yeah. Like he's just figuring this out. Like, I feel like it was intentional that he made a lot of mistakes and a lot of things happen in the movie. And it's like y'all, I think, like, because if you throw that in there, throw that wrench in there that he's just starting and that he's brand new at this, a lot of it would make sense that he would do this or do that or whatever, Right. And I heard people also saying that his relationship with Alfred, and like how they weren't used to seeing him so confrontational with Alfred and so distant with Alfred and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, obviously he's just starting this. And as you can tell, like towards the end of the movie, it seemed like his whole posture changed. And I'm sure as time goes on, he becomes even closer with Alfred, to where in the movie it seemed like he kind of put like he put Alfred kind of at arm's length, because you're not my father, and when he was saying those types of things, it was like, you don't have to say that. What Alfred ever do to anybody? But it seemed like in the movie he still never really got over the death of his parents.
Right.
He was still dealing with that. He's still dealing with it.
Right. He's traumatized, and I mean, if anyone had to face like that kind of trauma, and now you have like someone that's basically understand your situation. I guess as a young person, you're not going to understand, like, this person is trying to relieve you of that trauma, but I mean, you got to understand, like, I guess that, where people, Buck, what's up?
What's up, Buck?
But
we talking about the Batman.
Yeah, I guess where people seem to be lost, it's like, look, they're trying to give you, this is a young guy. He's a young guy. I'll say this is Bruce, like in his 20s. Like, this is like where he decides to take on the world, and he's a young guy, and he's still learning. And where you miss is like, those of us who like collect statues and this, I mean, I don't want to make this about myself, but this is why I try to give, when I do a review, I try to give people the story of like why, as a community, why we are so into, these it's not the fact that you got the statue because of the art. You got the statue because you got an understanding of the story. And it's like, look what's happening now in the real world. We're all trying to escape this. We're all trying to, because like I was saying to myself the other day, I'm getting ready to do another review, and I'm sitting here like, damn, like I'm getting a statue, and there's some crazy stuff happening in the world right now. It's crazy what's going on right now. Like, I've collected, like, who cares? You got a statue, but so what? But think about if this was reality of what that Bruce Wayne was going through. You know, he went through some
Yeah.
traumatizing event, and people say, "Well, but do you guys read the stories? Do you get what the writers are trying to tell you?" And
Right.
this, and I'm not trying to dramatize the whole, the Batman experience. If you got it, you got it. But just think for a second. If you lost your parent, if somebody just brutalized you and like murdered your family in front of you, what decision would you make? Is either you're going to be like a psychopath and go crazy, or either you're going to take the next path and say, well, you know what? I didn't like what happened to me, so I'm going to do my best to try to bring some
Prevent
kind
it.
of peace, to the world.
Yeah, to I want to make sure that nobody else experiences the same thing I had to experience.
Right, right.
Yeah. And
So,
that's essentially what Batman tries to do.
yeah, that's what he tries to do. But see, and the funny thing about it is, like, Astro, it was a time when I was working in Blockbuster before it closed down.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a movie, M. Shemalot. I'm trying to think, and there was a guy that returned the tape, and he said to me, he said, I didn't like it. He said, because I thought that this character was going to be flying about. I said, but you didn't get it. You didn't get that the director, the writer was trying to show you another side of the hero. You see what I'm saying? But we can't always. I guess people always want to see the, I guess the spectacle of what the hero represent. You know.
Hold on one second. He says, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what just happened. Hold on, let's see.
Can you remember Unbreakable?
What is that a song?
Unbreakable. Remember Unbreakable, the movie with
Samuel
Bruce
Jackson
Willis?
and Bruce Willis? Or no, that's Bruce Willis.
No, I'm not familiar.
Okay,
Let me see if I can search it. Unbreakable. Oh,
that's the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah. I think I know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
I think I know what you're talking about.
To make a quick comparison, like when that movie came out, at that time when Blockbuster existed, I was working in Blockbuster. I was 18 years old. So a guy came into the store. He said, well, I didn't like the movie. And he explained to me why he liked the movie. And he said to me he wanted to see the character flying and doing supernatural powers. And I said, well, you didn't get it because, it was M. Shyamalan trying to show us another side of the hero. The fact that Bruce Willis' character himself was traumatized. The fact that I'm the only person in the world that can survive a traumatizing event like this with people that I love that are flesh and blood. But he didn't. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not trying to make this like a philosophical event. But sometimes you just gotta take a step back. Like how many Batman movies that's gonna come or superhero movies are gonna come in an era for you to get? You clearly saw Bruce. He was scared. He was like he ran towards the cliff. He was like
that was like
that was so.
I really liked it because it made me feel like he felt like one of us, like a regular person. Because and it really put into perspective that this is year 2. Because my girl, like after we got out of the movie and stuff, she was like, man, like, I was expecting so much more. Like I was expecting him to be like jumping off buildings and flying around and doing that, like the normal stuff we normally see Batman do, right? But then I was like, no. This was only year 2 Batman. Like he hasn't figured all that stuff out yet. And she was like, well, you should have told me that before I went to go see the movie. I didn't know. How am I supposed to know?
I get it. But like, it's when it's just like, it's just not like every other superhero movie in terms of even the amount of action you're getting.
Yeah.
It's there's like a decent bit of action, but most of it is pretty slow paced, right? And it's yeah, I mean, it's something where you got to listen to the dialogue. Like you need to pay attention. You can't just watch for the like explosions and like H stats are saying, like you can't just watch for spectacle. you gotta listen to what they're saying, what they're talking about, and follow along with the mystery and stuff that's being like told there. Yeah.
Yeah, but Buck, what I'm saying is like, what is it about like people? We just want to see the spectacle all the time. It's you gotta. They're trying to. It's like what's going on now, right? We all feel the same, right? There's no hero
Mm-hmm.
to rescue us now, but we all feel the same. But what is
Mm-hmm.
it that you feel? You know what? I don't want to make this. I don't want to make this political. I don't want to make this religious, respectfully. But I
Mm-hmm.
remember I was watching the events that's occurring now, and this lady was saying that I think is we're looking, we're hoping what we see on TV is going to help us in our situation, but that's not reality. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's deep. That's deep. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because it's like, look, you if you want to understand what the hero is supposed to represent, you're not going to
Mm-hmm.
see him doing these spectacle things. You know, you're not going to see that. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
you want to live in fantasy world. You if you want to live in fantasy world, then fine. But that's not what it
Mm-hmm.
is. You know.
So let me
Yeah.
ask. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. How did y'all feel about the Riddler himself, the character, his story, his motives? How did y'all feel about the actor? How he portrayed the Riddler? How did y'all feel about that?
I liked it. And I really liked the movie overall. Like, when I start thinking about it, I'm wondering why at the end, because like throughout the whole movie, the idea is like he wants to punish people that are corrupt and they've done bad things.
Right.
But I didn't quite follow why the mass shooting was gonna happen at the end. It felt crammed in. Like, why punish the citizens and then people that haven't done anything at the end? It feels random. Before that, all his motivations made sense. He was exposing the truth about Gotham and like punishing people that are actually involved in wrongdoing. He's taking the law into his hand. It's not right. And like he's like killing people, but like it made sense in a logical, like following the logic of it. But it just breaks away from that at the end with the whole like, let's shoot all these people in a public place. It felt so random.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think they kind of justified it by saying that the Riddler wanted to cleanse Gotham to
Sorry
start
about that.
over. No worries. Yeah, he wanted to cleanse Gotham to start over, and so I'm assuming that's kind of where the mass shooting comes in. But yeah, I think that didn't really make sense to me because his whole issue was corruption. Like these
Mhm.
innocent people had nothing to do with anything. They're just going to a political event just to see the new mayor or whatever. Like they
Yeah,
didn't they didn't deserve to get washed in the water.
exactly.
Like you know, like,
And like,
Right.
so if he's
but
saying that he's trying to like cleanse things, like, so what is the, like, basically what is the stain or the evil that it is that you're cleansing? Haven't you already been wiping them out with the killings up to this point, right?
mhm.
But
The
I think Buck, what you're trying to rationalize insanity. You can't rationalize insanity.
But he wasn't acting insane up until that point. It
He
was
wasn't. He wasn't. But we thought he was.
it was the reason why it doesn't make sense because you can't just like he was very rational and then all of a sudden he wasn't.
But
Yeah,
But that's insanity,
but
Buck.
he's
That's
he's definitely
insanity.
he's definitely
if he
insane.
used
Look at
that
his
excuse
apartment. Look
for
at his
like,
apartment.
You can't. It's like, Buck. Trust
like,
me.
but
I
like
get.
on what level, right? On what level is he insane? To what level? Like,
But you
is he
can't. You
is he like
can't.
Joker where he just does it because it's
Oh
No.
no,
But you
he's
can't.
chaos?
he's not on that
No.
level. Yeah.
You can't rationalize insanity. Insanity is insanity. It's like, what makes him tick? It's like you can't figure it out.
That
And I
doesn't
get what you're
feel
saying. I
that
get
doesn't
what you're
feel like
saying
an
because
adequate
no, but you
like,
but you're sane. You're a sane person trying to rationalize what an insane person would do.
no, like, I mean, in terms of a storytelling standpoint, I feel like if they wanted to go that route, they should have done a better job of like pointing out that he is in the action that he's taking at the end is because he's insane. They didn't make it out to be like that. They did it
Yeah,
came
that's true.
across as like it felt out of left field. It didn't feel like he was doing it because it's insane. It when you told me Joker is doing stuff because he's insane, I can perfectly accept that and go like, yeah, I get it because it's consistent with the character. This wasn't consistent with the character.
No,
It
but Buck,
broke the character.
I hear what you're saying. I trust me. I hear what you're saying. And you don't live in New York. You don't. You can never, I'm saying you're trying. You're
Listen,
trying to
I'll say
make.
this.
I'll say this.
I'll say this. I didn't feel like he was insane. I felt like he was totally rational, but
But
it
that's how
wasn't
they get
until
you.
the very end, whenever Batman, whenever he called for Batman to come speak to him in the police department, and they were, Riddler, they had he was in the cell, or not the cell, but they were talking between the wall.
Yeah. It
When he
went
was
left. It went left.
when it went left, and the way he was talking about Batman, when he was doing all that, I was like, oh yeah, he's insane. For sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to agree with that because
But
I
that's
think
how they get you. That's how.
no, he's got mental issues, but he's not like insane. It's not like there's no
that dude,
reason.
something's wrong with him.
Like it's not like up there. There's no reason or rhyme or reason to the actions he takes. Like there's still like
come
some
to New
logic
York,
to the
come to
action.
New York, and we're gonna walk down the block, and then you can have this conversation. Okay, I'm like, okay, if you think that dude is insane, you go have that. I'm gonna go that way.
I think he's mentally ill. Like to me, it seemed like he had issues with socializing with people, probably, and he's like probably autistic on some level.
It's like he has a lot of different issues. But listen, check this out. So look, Keisa says, "Can you guys see this Batman in the same universe with the Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman?" That's kind of tough.
Not yet.
That's kind of tough.
Not now, but if maybe after the next movie you see him get some upgrades, he's gonna to exist in the same universe as those kind of powerhouses. He needs to right now. He's very like grounded in reality, and if you even watched, even though like the Ben Affleck Batman sucked in Justice League, it didn't really do much. He was kind of like just sitting on the sidelines while the rest are like eradicating swords of like enemies. Like even he wasn't realistic. He was like agile beyond belief in that suit, and he was very fast and capable. But like this dude is taking on people, and like you can see his hustling, man. He can take a hit, but still, like I don't see him existing in the same universe as those characters. And in a way, I kind of like that. I don't want to see that. Like I like this idea of having separate like movies that just like without trying to build this whole larger universe business. You don't have to do that all the time. You can have your small contained stories that are like within their own worlds and keep that out of trying to make a big combined like universe every time. Yeah.
So I agree that I don't see him in the same universe as like a Superman, Green Lantern. I think that this Batman belongs. He's like, well, DC has created this universe of like hyper realism. Think about like the Joker movie, right? There's like it's more of a realistic take on these characters, right? And I think that he belongs in that type of universe, even though they already dispelled that, these two universes can't cross, like the Joker and Batman. They can't be in the same movie and because in the Joker movie, Batman was like too young, like the age gap is too big of an age gap for them to be, in the same movie and have the same interactions. So obviously they're still two separate entities, but they're still in this whole bubble of hyper realism, like a realistic take on these characters, right? And so to answer your question, no, I don't think that he could live in a world with Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman. But what I would like for them to continue this hyper realism universe, right? With Catwoman, Batman, the Joker, all of that. But then I also want them to come back to this, to the regular, Flash, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, blah, blah, blah. Create one of those universes and have it run in parallel, but also separate from this one. You know what I mean? and have and have
But do you but do you but
have
do you
create your Justice League.
but do you think it's because it's like this hyper, realistic vibe is too scary? Because think about it, right? Like I said, I was just telling Buck, I said, you gotta walk with me on my way to work and then see what no, because no, but seriously speaking, because it's like, okay, when no, but seriously,
boy,
the
boy, you
mental
silly.
illness is real. Okay, when the Joaquin Phoenix Joker was released, right? I remember sitting in the theater, and there was just this quietness of uncomfortable people, uncomfortable. You see, because this is stuff that society doesn't really want to deal with.
Right.
It doesn't want to deal with. So, like I said, you want to stay in the fantasy world. Now we're talking Matrix. Now you want to stay in the fantasy world, or you want to take the other pill and deal with what we deal with now. Because what was breathtaking, like I said, what was breathtaking for me, I've never seen in all the Batman movies. I've never seen Batman run towards a cliff and like, like
Right.
that fear. It made me feel like that's exactly how I would react if I had to take on some kind of role like that. And what was the turning point? Like, why do people miss that? Like, people saying this is corny. Like, dude, what is it that you not get? Because I'm a little bit old school. During the 70s, Superman was so invulnerable, people got tired of that character. So they had to bring him down to a level.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they had to bring him down to a level to show vulnerability
Right.
where we could relate as human beings.
Right. I've heard people say that before. I've heard
That's
people
why
say
you
that.
got all these kind of stupid kinds of kryptonite that do different kinds
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think I don't know. I don't know if people are just conditioned to seeing Batman one way, you know what I mean? And so they can't fathom seeing this type of realistic Batman, especially in a year or two, you know? They can't fathom that. But let me ask this. So so there's rumors that there's supposed to be a uh uh well, obviously they tease Joker at the end, right? People are theorizing, and I would like to see Court of Owls in movie 2.
Yes.
I think that that's probably the most logical next step in the progression of the story, because I feel like that would be the easiest home run into the next movie.
They do the Court of Owls, people are going to be confused because that shit is going to be dope.
It's going to be dope.
That's going to be dope.
I feel like we gotta wait a little. Let him be more seasoned in his because if you got him fighting the way he is right now, he's gonna get smoked by the court, man.
Oh, that is true. That is very true. That is very true. So look, well, the reason why I say that is because I wouldn't mind it being a movie 2 or movie 3, but you just made a great point. But it should probably be movie 3. They should come back to somebody else in movie 2. I don't know if they want to. I know Joker's the seller, but he's gonna sell the movie, Joker, blah blah blah. But I would be open to seeing someone else. Seeing they could probably do a realistic Bane, right? We've seen that in the Christian Bale type movie, right? They can do a Bane. They can do obviously Penguin. That could be an easy transition into movie 2, right? The Penguin. They could do I've heard people say Mr. Freeze, but I don't know how the hell they're gonna do Mr. Freeze. But I feel like they can be creative and try to figure something out. But I don't know. Mr. Freeze is kind of tough.
Yeah.
To try to pull off. Let's see, who else? You can't do Clayface. You maybe do Two-Face. You can do Scarecrow. It's a couple people you can do. It's a lot of different options. I guess it just really depends on which route they want to take. But I'm excited. But obviously, I think movie 3 should be Court of Owls. They should circle back to Court of Owls and kind of wrap up the trilogy. Like, hey, in movie 1, you thought the Riddler thought he was onto something, but this is what's really happening here, and we're controlling it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Batman has to take down the Court of Owls, and like at that point, obviously, in movie 3, we're hoping that he's well seasoned. He's a professional. He's jumping off buildings. He's, you know what I mean?
Man, it's
and
hard to see this.
what people understand, like this is like the best Batman genre that you're about to get right now. You just don't even understand what's coming. You know.
I forgot about Hugo Strange. Yeah, Poison Ivy. Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about Poison Ivy. Yeah.
This is I think this is the Batman leading up, because you gotta, just taking it back a little bit, you gotta understand this Batman that's happening right now is like, look, it's another side of the Dark Knight. And what we're about to get in the next two movies is we're gonna be like, wow, wow. I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me ask this, and we'll wrap up. What do you guys give this movie? Is it out of 10? 1 out of 10. What do you guys give it?
8.
10.
8, 8,
10.
10. Okay. I gave it whenever I left the movie, like as soon as the credits started rolling, I was like 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. But then as I sat with it, I ended up bringing it down to an 8.5. But that, please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. That is a great movie. I think it's a great movie. I think they to me they met expectations. I mean they really it looked really good, and for it to be a 3-hour movie for me, it didn't feel like 3 hours to me, because everything, it was such great sequence to me. Everything happened. It was
But you know
really
what?
good flow.
To my surprise, they weren't calling it a detective Batman, but it was.
Well, here's the thing. I'm sure they probably didn't coin it as Detective Batman's because he made a lot of mistakes. And if you really think about it, he kind of lost. He kind of lost in the end because the
Like
Riddler
I would
got
say,
it.
he got the
But
Riddler more or
is it?
less like told him what was gonna happen. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been
Yeah,
able to.
He told
okay,
him to go back
but
and check. You know what I mean?
yeah, but in a perfect world, because these kind of things happen all the time in society. Like, you're trying to figure out something, and you got this totally insane, knowledgeable, genius maniac that's misleading you.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was saying things in the movie. I was like, I'm not even trying to figure this out because I know they're trying to mess with my head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just, man. Look, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I think it's really hard putting a number on a movie, because there's so many other movies I'd probably call an 8, and I would like this movie way better than them. But there's other things like just on this scale. There's things that make this movie like short of perfect, right? And there's like a decent amount of them that it shifts it back, but I still really like the movie, right?
Ooh.
And I would say, visually speaking, it's probably the best Batman movie they've ever made.
Yeah,
It's
I agree.
yeah.
Listen, I'll say this, because when the movie ended, I had an internal struggle because I said to myself, I was like, I think this might be the best one they ever made. But then I was like, ah, something in me was like conflicting. Like, I don't know how I can say that against Christian Bale. Like,
I was feeling that way,
I,
man.
I don't know. Can I say that? Like, can I? I don't know. It's like it feels like blasphemy. Like like
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say that. So I just left it alone. I
Well, I didn't leave
said
it alone. I watched Batman Begins and
Yeah,
Dark
and
Knight
I did the
again
same thing. Yeah.
like the next
Mhm.
day. I watched
Yeah,
it again.
I
I just wanted
literally.
to be sure I
Yeah,
wasn't
I
crazy.
did. Look, you see, I did the same. I did the same thing. I went back. I started watching Batman Begins. I started watching, but you see, the thing about it is, I think where we missed the point is, like, look, you got actors, you got A-list actors portraying our favorite characters, and let's not forget, Heath Ledger played like one of the most iconic Jokers ever. That's a debate. Like, look, I don't care what anybody says. Heath Ledger, he nailed it. But let's focus on the character. The character will makes this is still Batman, regardless who played Batman. It's still Batman. It's still Batman.
There was a people were criticizing this Batman, Robert Pattinson as Batman, because they was like he was very even tone throughout the movie. He didn't
And
fluctuate in his. But I said my rebut to that is he is the best way to describe him for me is like emo Batman. Like he has a lot of trauma that he hasn't fully flushed out and dealt with. And
Yes.
so he's just emo. He's just in a terrible mood. He's just kind of
He's in shock.
melancholy. Like that's just how he is. That's
Yeah.
because
Still
he's never
early
he's
on in his
Yeah,
crusade.
he's traumatized. Like
right
you're,
right
yeah,
now being Batman is his outlet to try to get these feelings out and try to his best way to deal with these feelings, right?
yeah,
And as we can see throughout the movie, doing this is almost like therapy for him, and he's learning how to deal with these feelings. And
exactly.
so I think in movie 2, movie 3, he won't be like this anymore.
No.
They'll start to show growth in him and different sides of him
And you know what the
that
funny thing about it?
wasn't there before.
I think we're gonna see a Batman as this movie progresses. We're gonna be disgusted by him because there's a book called The Psychology of Batman. And like I said,
Mm-hmm.
people don't want to. We want to deal with fantasy, but don't want to deal
Mm-hmm.
with reality at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine your parents was brutalized, like murdered in front of you, and you're traumatized. But there's people
Mm-hmm.
that still love you, trying to get you past that. And I think the next two films, we're gonna be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys a question
Yeah.
because you see, basically, this movie and Dark Knight, they're dealing with some of the same themes, and one of them is copycats. And what differentiates Batman? Like, why is he different from other people that want to do the same thing and like taking the law into their own hands? Why is it all right for Batman to do it versus them? Like the Dark Knight is about, those other vigilantes, they come in with guns, they want to do the thing, it's dangerous for them. But then you also, and like what that does, like in that, the kind of people, they like, in the Avengers movie where like Vision, he's talking about how like, if you have one power, there's another power that comes like to rival it. I'm messing up that analogy, but
Mm-hmm.
basically, if you have one force, there has to be another opposing force. And so you
Mm-hmm.
got Batman, and he's overwhelming all the criminals, and so there's gonna be messed up people that come up because of him. They're inspired by him, but not in the way he wants to inspire people,
Mm-hmm.
and they become corrupt or evil, whatever. And so
Mm-hmm.
in like the new one, you got the Riddler. He's taking out like the people he's taking out in the beginning are corrupt, and they're actually people that are screwing up the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like he's killing them. Batman doesn't do that, but like they're both vigilantes, right? And you see both movies are exploring that idea, the idea of vigilantes, and also
Mm-hmm.
just like having, when you have one opposing force and it becomes like, it's the thing about escalation. One side escalates, the other side escalates. So you get a crazy dude like Batman with all these resources doing all these things. You get like the bad guys are going to get something like that. And in Dark Knight it was the Joker, and it was just upping the ante on his side, and they just keep on going, and like it keeps on escalating.
Well, you see, but
um,
that's my point. My whole point is that, like, we're looking, and you pointed it out. We're looking at the spectacle, right? And that's why, me personally, I like to go deep. So, uh, the the last book I read, it was so deep. It's called The Psychology of Batman, right? Batman is only he's only suppressing his emotions. He's no different from the vigilante or the evil person. He's only oppressing that because if you look at like some of the deepest writers where we saw like the Red Hood and where Red Hood was saying to himself like this man, and he's talking about the Joker. He has murdered your family. He has killed many people. He has done so many things to bring society to the brink of extinction. Why is it that you have not killed this son of a bitch? And Bruce was like, because I would be just like him.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's not that he's a good guy. The fact that he's oppressing his evil. He's like, look, if I go ahead and do what was done to me, right? The thing that I hated most that took my family away from me, I'm gonna be just like them. And that's why he took this whole persona, the fear concept, to bring on the worst of the worst. But Bruce is he's not that, he's not a Superman. He's is the guy that, look, I will beat the shit out of you and leave you for blood and keep it moving. But he's not going to kill you because, like, that's the last thing I want to do because that happened to me. See what I'm saying? You know, and I think that's where, and not that I'm judging anyone in general, I think that's where people miss out. Like, this guy is like, look, he's a good guy, but he want to keep the peace, but he got to become a wolf to catch wolves, and that's it. It's great. Look, I'm telling you, we're going to be talking about this in the next couple of years. I'm telling you that this Batman that's coming, we're going to be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to take my kids to see the next one. I'm telling you.
Nah, you may not be able to, man. They said the Batman is only said once verbally in the film. He's called Vengeance, Mass Vigilante, or Freak. Now, I thought that was very interesting. I forgot about that. That's actually very true. I thought that was very interesting because he never referred to himself as Batman.
Yeah,
only the Riddler. And
everyone knows like, who is referring to.
Right, but I don't think he really owns the identity of Batman yet. Like,
I would say Catwoman called him Batman.
I think it's easier to play the bad guy than the good guy. I think it's easier, and this is what the moral lesson is going to be. It's easier to be the bad guy than a good guy because when you're a good guy, you got to take a lot of shit. You got to take a lot.
All right, so I gotta ask this question about like vigilantism and like it's definitely illegal, but just because something is illegal doesn't mean that it is immoral.
That's true.
And like before, we're talking about the difference between Batman and these other people, and like in a way, you said he's the same, or he would be the same if he was to give in and eliminate these people and kill them. Like, but we do like if imagine. Because we're not in a city, like in real life. If we had someone like Batman, we wouldn't want that. He's kind of crazy. No one should be doing that, taking that much into their hand. But it's also because we're living in a very rational society, in that we're not that far gone. Gotham is a cesspool. It is an awful place. But like when you live in a place that's that lawless. Is someone like Batman justified? Does it become right? Does it become moral?
Well, he's not going to kill you. You're going to live to basically deal with your demons. You know,
he's going to beat you up and throw you in jail.
Yeah, the last draw is like if somebody kills you, you have no sense of redemption. You can never redeem yourself. But it's so easy to get rid of a person.
But think about the fact that every time you get this situation where Batman is faced with someone else that's more or less in the same position like him, and they say, I'm just like you, I'm doing what you did, I only had the courage to go one step further, he never really has a good response for them.
Because
all he can do is scream at them and say, I'm nothing like you. But like in the end, like the major difference is the fact that some of these people, because you do have vigilantes. I'm not just talking about evil villains. There's like vigilantes. Batman says like he draws a line at killing, right? And like these people won't. But like in the end, both are taking the law into their own hands. What's the difference between the Red Hood and Batman? Right? It's that the Red Hood will kill people.
Well, to simplify it, and I don't remember everything, and I'm glad we're having this conversation because I'm going to go back and read it. But you got to understand, it's about the redemption of the soul. You see, if it's so easy to judge a person and they can never have no redemption of what we are to be as civilized as so-called civilized individuals in society, a person can be so out of context and you kill them, right? But how's that going to resolve it? Because there's somebody else coming that's going to be even more ruthless than that individual. So I guess where the whole redemption concept comes from is like, look, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I'm gonna beat you to the point where hopefully when you recover, you're gonna understand why I beat the shit out of you. See what I'm saying?
now that's like a broad brush, right? So we can.
But feelings hurt though. Feelings do hurt. Yeah, you feel feelings.
I feel you on that, but that's like a broad brush. And like, so let's like think about it on a specific person now. The Joker, why isn't it okay to kill him? And forget about Batman for a second. Every time because like if we want to say he's culpable for all the crimes the Joker has committed, the Batman has handed the Joker into the city's custody several times. Trust me, if they wanted to, they could have done a lethal injection, firing squad. They could have killed this guy in so many kinds of ways. The city itself hasn't they haven't killed the Joker. Like he's been in their custody several times, right? And I guess at some point you just gotta believe in the whole charade, right? Like in this, because I feel like if there was someone like that in real life, they would have gotten executed, definitely.
Oh, for
No,
sure.
but we're going into a deep topic. You see, the thing about it is like, look, you're gonna have those people. The problem is this, right? If the more and more you annihilate people like the Joker, there's always going to be someone there that's going to be badder, because as the Joker, remember the Joker has followers. He has followers, right? If you kill the Joker, someone's going to take his place.
But now you're acting like the Joker is logical. The Joker he's
not logical.
He's not someone you can reason with. He's not.
But that's the thing that we're dealing with as a society. Who goes to say that they cannot be redeemed?
The Joker?
He can't. The Joker. Why not?
Why do we? Okay, is it like? I guess this is also even like an idea of the fact that should we eat? But like, okay, they're unable to keep him like locked up effectively. He always escapes, and then he commits more atrocities, like some truly heinous and evil stuff that the Joker does, and still they don't do anything to permanently solve the issue. At some point, who is being naive and like being stupid? Like, is Batman being naive and like very childish in not wanting to put a like stop to this? Like, he is not being reasonable. How many times will the Joker I mean, I think after like 5 times you escape and you go come on, he's done everything that like we would consider abhorrent. He's murdered children. He's like murdered multiple people, like mass murders. He's like mutilated people. He's done like some fucked up shit to people, man. Come on, the Joker is evil, and you know he gets incarcerated, he escapes, and he does it again. He's not learning his lesson. He's not gonna be redeemed. Literally, it's basically like this. We've caught him this time. It almost feels inevitable that he will escape again. In fact, let's just say it is, and we know it's going to happen. And then he's going to kill people. You know that this is going to happen, and like I swear, like it doesn't even need to be the city that orders it. Some random person other than Batman is going to take it into their hands. If I was a cop on the GCPD and we got the Joker, I would walk up to him and blow his brains out, and I assure you, I would not go to jail. No one would. No, you would. You would. No, I would not. I would not.
They would cover it up. They would cover it up. They would cover it up.
No, mad society we have to exist in for me to kill the Joker and go to prison.
You would go to jail because it's like, you know, this is some of the complexities of the society that we deal with today, and we're not only are we dealing with these complexities, we're dealing with this complexity worldwide. Because, like I said, I'm not trying to take it off the topic to the reality of how we're existing now. But you got to understand, we all hate the thing that we don't like, but that thing that we don't like does exist, right? But if you kill the thing that you don't like, it doesn't mean that there will not be others that are inspired by the thing you don't like. So what is the moral example? This is why we have a vigilante like Batman.
It almost feels like you're saying
you can't stop evil, Buck. You can't stop.
So there's no way for you to keep the Joker locked up, and you know he's gonna go out. He's gonna keep committing more atrocities.
But Buck,
you have to kill him. You simply have to do
respectfully, it. Buck. Respectfully, Buck. This is why
it's tough.
It is tough.
I don't think it is at this point. Like, I mean, for Joker specifically.
No, but Buck. Here's the thing. You know, from the time I was 5 years old, I've always heard my favorite cartoon saying, "And we'll be right here waiting for you." right?
What
The
cartoon was
good
that?
GI Joe, right?
Okay.
Until the
Okay.
next battle. It's about
Okay.
winning the war. We don't know when this war is going to be met. It's going to be won, but we're always going to be here waiting for the Joker. For the Joker, we're always going to be here waiting. Yes, he kills and he does the things that we absolutely hate. But if you look at it, when I met Lee Bermejo, I wanted to have a conversation with this guy because I know his mind was elsewhere. But you got to leave the experts alone because they're hitting a topic that we just don't want to deal with right now. So I get it. The Joker is evil. I despise the Joker. He might be a little bit appealing at some times because it's entertaining. But think about it. Just think about it. How can if you kill the Joker, if you kill him, let's say we get him, like I'm gonna kill the Banshee, shoot him. What does that say about you? Because there's gonna be other, right? There's
Well,
gonna be other
What does it
Jokers
say
coming
about
in.
me?
well,
It says that we're done. We've had enough. Like that's
here's the thing.
But we all have
But-
enough. We all have.
But
Yeah.
I mean, you have
you're not proposing a solution to the problem. Sorry, Astro, but it's like almost like it's almost like you're spewing platitudes or like idealist situations that are not actually solving something. Okay, you know what might even be better if the Batman like gave up on the institutions of Arkham Asylum and Gotham, and he imprisoned he spent his own money to keep the Joker in a cell and feed him until he dies. I'd be down to that. In fact, that'd be fantastic. If the Justice League were to do that, and then like the Joker could not escape.
you
That's
know
fantastic.
what I
If you
just
don't have to kill him, but stop sending him somewhere where he's gonna keep getting out. That's not working. If you keep doing that, you're the one who's insane. Batman's insane.
You just made me think about something. You just made me think about something. So okay, forget this. Forget this year 2 Batman movie that we're talking about. Think about like Justice League, right? And you know how the Justice League, the league. Well, I don't know if not the Hall of Justice, but at least in the animated series, I think their hideout or their main area was in space, right?
Yeah.
My thing is, why wouldn't they just put the Joker somewhere like in there and just store him away like that's his jail? Because if he gets out, how are you gonna get back to Earth? Good luck. How are you gonna do that?
You know what would be the worst thing they could do to Batman? Right?
What?
This is how you know Batman is truly insane. If they gave him like some form of immortality where he couldn't die of old age, he just remain the same. He could die like by bullets every other way. He's not invulnerable, but he's not going to die of old age. And they did the same for the Joker, right? And he wanted to do this stupid cat and mouse thing for all eternity. that would show you how sick he is. Because I say at that point, you got to kill the Joker, man. After he escapes Arkham for the 100th time and he kills a couple more people, he can redeem himself. That'd be some bullshit right there. Anyone who's drinking that Kool-Aid, man, nah, fuck off.
But look at like what happened in the movie, right? I mean, evil is collective, right? You saw the Riddler; he had a whole following. So the Riddler was locked up in Arkham Asylum, but he still had he was still able. I don't want to get political because my thought just got straight into my mind. Well, I'm gonna say it. Screw it. Astro, my apologies. What happened with the storm the Capitol? Right? We was like, this dude is wilding, but we sat here and we saw millions of Americans storm their own capital. We saw that. Well, I should say millions. I'm exact. Thousands, and we're like, what the hell is going on? Now, go back to the story of the Batman. You had the Riddler. He got caught. He was like, okay, my plan, everything is going according to plan. I got it. Boom. This is what's going to go down. This is my way. And boom, he got captured. There was a whole dialogue, but his plan was still able to be fulfilled by his minions, which happened, right? So this is what I'm saying. Even if you did kill the Joker, right? He still has a philosophy that others will inherit and basically fulfill. So how do you, even if you kill him, there's still millions of Jokers out there. There's still thousands of Jokers out there.
Wait, but the Joker is no longer committing those crimes.
He's not, but he's still got people that he influenced to do his bid.
I don't want to say that is fine, but the Joker is no longer committed. See, the
You said-
point I'm
But you're
trying to make
focused on
here
one
is like,
individual, Buck.
no,
You're
no,
focused on
it's
one
like you're
individual.
trying to eradicate all evil. That's not what I'm. That's not the goal.
But evil
of
is evil.
Yeah,
Evil
that's
is
not. No, no,
evil. It
no.
could be.
Evil is not some. It's not like some entity that possesses individuals, but
It
it's like
doesn't have to
one
be, Buck.
source of evil. I know, but like my point is, you
It
can't just
doesn't have
have
to
one
be.
person constantly breaking the law and no form of punishment is working, and you just keep on accepting it as well. That's just it. It
Buck,
shows you have
Buck,
like some
Buck,
like
Buck,
your
Buck,
ideals like
Buck.
are
You're a
nice.
smart guy. You're a smart guy, Buck. You're a smart guy, Buck. But never believe that you and I can never be influenced. Never believe that. You and I can definitely be influenced. And it's
I
all
get
about
influenced
what
every
you
day.
think. Yeah, it's all
These
about how
statues come out.
exactly. Exactly. Respectfully. Don't ever forget that you and I can be influenced. And I think that's the, not that I'm trying to push your thoughts under the carpet. I get what you're saying. It's very intelligent, it's brilliant. But you and I can be influenced.
I completely understand you too. And I guess like from trying to kill this conversation, I think it's in this situation, what I see it as is like you're an idealist, and that's beautiful. And I love idealism, but I think it needs to be tempered by some realist, like by reality, right? And I think in this situation, your ideals are not effective for dealing with the problem with this specific issue of the Joker. And that's like how I see it. And it's not even like to necessarily advocate for my position anymore. I just think like it's no longer effective because you're putting him in jail and he keeps escaping. And we know he's gonna escape again and he's gonna do more things, but we're just fine with like letting it like keep on going with that cycle is where I see there's a problem and we're not dealing with it.
Yeah.
That was a healthy debate.
I know that was a good one.
It's good. I'll say this. It's good to have these types of philosophical debates every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes, especially in the community, we don't we just kind of talk about the same stuff and it's not really it's whatever. But I like how we dug deeper into the movie, dug deeper into the psychology and in the philosophy of a lot of this stuff. And I like how both of you guys had a stance and you guys debated it. And you stood on your stance, you gave your reasoning why you felt the way you felt, and that's good. I like that.
And by the
But-
way, I'm just having fun. Don't make this about political, no religious beliefs. Let's keep it
No.
statue
Oh,
related.
by the way, By the way, granted, listen, everybody. Everybody's watching. Listen, we're talking about Batman.
Yes,
and the Joker.
don't take it nowhere else.
Like we're talking about Batman and the Joker. Like this is. I mean, we're not.
And if you think I'm woke, I'm still asleep.
Oh man.
I'm just saying,
funny
let's
as
keep
hell.
it fun. Let's keep it fun.
Well, me, I want to walk with H-Stash to work. I want to see who is seen on the streets to make him believe this shit.
Listen, tomorrow, take a walk with me. You're gonna be like, oh
H-Stash
shit.
telling me
this
there's a
is
lot of
Gotham.
jokers out here on the streets on my walk, on my commute.
You're gonna be like, oh, okay, he was not exaggerating.
Oh my gosh, y'all funny. But to answer Rain's question, yes, this is the one. I will say this too, guys. I haven't looked at this statue yet. I haven't seen these pictures, so this is my first time seeing. Well, I have seen a few of them, but there's like they usually post. Yeah, there's 76 different pictures, and we won't look at all 76. But I haven't really dug deep into these pictures, so this will be my first time getting into it. All right. But I mean, I think Buck has been speaking highly of this statue since it was first revealed, right? This is and you guys help me with this because this was very confusing for me. So they came out with the was it the Jim Lee art version of this statue, right? And then now that the movies come out, now they're giving us a real Robert Pattinson the Batman statue, but it's essentially the exact same statue, but just more stylized and geared towards Jim Lee. Is that right?
Yeah, the one they did previously was based on a Jim Lee sketch, right? That he
Hmm.
did for what they call that DC fandom.
Yeah, DC
Um,
Fandom.
and so like he did like a sketch for that was based on this movie costume, and they made a statue. Prime One did that statue, and yeah, this is the actual movie version with in collaboration with Blitzway.
Got it.
You
Okay.
know what? You know what? The scary thing about this is I really, really love this Batman, and
You
I
gonna
was
get this
saying,
HS?
you know what? It's I'm 60% in because I already got a Batman statue that I found that because of the pandemic and everything,
Mm-hmm.
it was delayed. So it's coming to my collection, but I really, really, and I normally there was only one Batman movie statue that I got was the Ben Affleck version, but it's just something about
That's
this
the one from
statue.
Sideshow or from Prime
Yes,
One?
from Sideshow,
Oh, okay.
but it's just something about this particular Batman that I just want. I don't know. It's just and it's just I don't know. This one, it's a good chance I might be picking this up.
Oh
So look,
man, I'm definitely going to be spending between 1,600 to 3 grand on a on a Pattinson
oh,
Batman. If
if you,
JND comes out with one
yeah.
and I like it, I'm screwed, man.
So okay, so right now, Buck, you're in trouble because you got Prom One, you got J&D and Queen all coming out with the Batman statue, right? And it could
And
be
it's in
you
third
could
scale.
like any one of them, right? It just depends on
I'm already
whichever
in love
one.
with one, man. So
So
if
apparently, go
go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead.
I'm gonna say if Queen comes out and theirs is good. I don't think I'm liking the base or the pose, but I'm not sure. So we'll see the whole thing. I just don't like rooted hair, so I
Yeah,
prefer sculpted.
yeah. So this one, if I'm not mistaken, this battery that he has in his hand is coming from his chest or the chest. Well, I know the chest piece can come out,
Yeah, I think
but
the chest
I
piece
don't
can
know if
come
there's
out. I don't think he can put it in his hand. It probably just a switch out hand that has the batarang in it already.
got it, got it. Okay, that looks cool. These
Yeah,
pictures, man. Jeez
Yeah.
Louise,
it's
this
fire.
is this is very nice. Like
Yeah.
if I was a third scale collector, I don't know, man. I would have to choose between this and the Batcave, the
Yeah.
Hush Batcave black version.
Nah.
It
Yeah.
it, it would be this or that. Um,
So this is a 1/3 scale.
this is third scale. Yep.
Woo, damn.
Thankfully, I'm a Jim Lee hater, so I don't need to make. Jim Lee is a great artist. I just like picking on people who are fans of Jim Lee.
Look at this statue, man. I will say that I think this statue is probably a 10 out of 10 for me.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Um,
I know. Damn.
yeah, because if you, I mean, I like the base. Like, look at that. Let me go back. Look at that. Like, you can take the cape off. Look how cool that looks. That looks really cool, fam.
Mhm.
Look at the base. Like, the base looks really cool. I mean, he's in a museum pose, but
But
I
that
don't know.
just fits how it was in the
It
movie.
works.
And you
Yeah,
know what? You know what I
it
think
works.
too. Now, not to talk from another level. I think people are jealous of this Batman. You know,
You think so?
I think people are jealous of this Batman. He's young. He's strong. He's the new deal. Like, just get over it.
Man, I like this Batman.
I know that's what I'm saying. He's cool and he's cool
Yeah,
looking.
yeah, I
I,
like
I,
this
I
Batman.
don't know. I don't want to just say we're jealous. Like
I think
people
y'all
like,
jealous. He's cool looking, man.
and I'd say this right.
They didn't have. They
Everyone
didn't have the.
has.
They didn't have the dark. They didn't have the darkness around him.
Yeah,
None of
it
the Batman.
did. Yeah.
He's so freaking fucked up that people like, damn, like,
Yeah.
look at that shit. He about to, like, I'm about to fuck everybody up.
Kay Kim, she killed this sculpt.
Oh, she went crazy.
She just had to
Yeah,
remind everyone after that Joker that
yeah,
I'm
it's
still
a,
I'm still the best.
Right.
Don't get it
Just in
twisted.
case y'all
yeah.
forgot. Yeah.
And just so everyone like she sculpts this by hand, I think, right?
Wow.
Wait, are you
I
serious? By
think
hand.
so. I'm not sure. I
Man, look
think
at
she
this
does these
shit.
by hand.
Look, you can take the adrenaline out of his pouch.
Pocket,
Isn't
yeah.
that crazy?
Yeah,
And
that's
then he's
dope.
That's
got
pretty crazy.
the thing on his leg too, where it goes in. I think you can put it in possibly.
Yeah, you can. Man, look, like I don't know. I don't know if I've seen a scope that's that damn accurate with no mask, no nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
It's
should
like
go
just
check. You should go check like her Instagram, man, because she has plenty of these. There's this
dude.
David Bowie one she did. That's crazy.
Like this is awesome, man. This is I don't know, man. J&D, they got I don't know. They got to really step it
They
up to
got to really, because yeah, and I don't think like the only thing they can promise is that the paint job on the face is gonna be better. That's it. I think it's gonna
well, it's going to
definitely
be
gonna be
silicone,
better than
right? It's
yeah,
probably
because
going to
it's
be
silicone.
silicone,
It's gonna
right?
be easier to replicate skin. And so it's gonna be better than this, without a doubt. This I have no faith in the production of this looking as amazing as this. It's not gonna be. It's nowhere near. And I'm willing to just pay more money to send it to someone who can make it as good.
I
And
mean, here's what you also have to consider with J&D. J&D, you're probably going to get, obviously a phenomenal scope and a phenomenal statue, but the base is going to be very, very plain, right?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, yeah. Just something to consider because I really like this little round base here. I think this looks so it's jam packed with a lot of detail. There's like little Easter eggs down here at the bottom. Love the Batman symbol in the middle. I think they did a great job with this. I think they said it resembles the Batmobile that he
Yeah.
has. And yeah, this looks really cool, man. They did a phenomenal job with this piece, and yeah, I mean, Prime One has shown us that a lot of their production pieces don't always look as good as the what do you call it? The
The prototype
prototype.
did not look, yeah.
Yeah, the prototype. So, but I mean, I still, I'm still anticipating it. We'll see.
When this supposed to come out next year? 2022.
June 2023. June 2023. September 2023.
That's a bad joke.
What happened?
That's a bad. You think that's gonna come out then?
No.
Oh,
It's definitely
oh,
not.
That's
oh!
that's like that's like a probably a year delay,
Yeah.
You think it's gonna come like 2024?
Yeah.
man. Anytime there's certain spots in time when like a company like promises something, releases, and it's not true. If they say something's gonna come out in summer, it's not gonna come out in summer, and rarely does. Especially this time, actually, because they'll be like, "Oh, we're experiencing a surge in shipping containers or whatever because who
But
knows, summer
Buck,
sales or whatever."
that's good for us consumers. Like I don't care when they bring that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
I care. I don't like. I think it's bad that now you're a company whose reputation is you're like when you promise like something releases, no one can trust it. I don't think that's good for a company to have that reputation.
Yeah.
Like if they said it was gonna come out 2 years later, I wouldn't mind. Like I like okay, that's it. That's what it is, and I'll wait. When I'm buying it, I know that's what it is. But when they give you a date and you say I can't trust that, that's not gonna. And I can even go so far to say it's gonna be a year after what they say, and no one's coming to me saying, "Come on, man, you're bugging." Everyone's like, "Yeah, I guess so." None of you guys really like. No one challenged me on that when I said it's gonna be a year because it's very possible, and in fact, it's damn well likely that it will get delayed that long.
Yeah, yeah, it
I
may
can
just happen. Yeah.
I can agree with his semantics because shit, I've been waiting for my third Sentinel. Man, that thing
Which
is
one? Which
my
one?
Nine Studios.
the third Sentinel.
Oh, okay, okay.
And oh my god, I just hope I'm not gonna name the company. If they pull a fast one,
Oh, my bad.
I'm getting lawyers.
Oh, you mean the distributor?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's just the fact that I have been when you have
How long you
seen,
been waiting?
man, this is like maybe 2.5 years because it's like, I got, both Sentinels and they kept like I've been experiencing delay after delay, but I understand COVID, I understand all of that. And this is supposed to be shipping like from now until April, but after April, if I get another delay,
But
I'm
they
going
told
in.
me too. It was supposed to come out in Q1, right? That's what I was told for like my Dragon Ball Z piece from this
Yeah.
company, from Prime One. I just heard I'm gonna have to wait a couple months, and it was
And you know the crazy thing about it is they it's like with all that's going on in the world, you say to yourself like, can I really make a big deal out of this? Because it's like you still paid your money, but with all that's going on right now, and
Mhm.
what we're arguing over, it's crazy, man.
yeah. But it's just like yeah. If like I feel like at this point you've seen enough of all this that you should be able to make a better guess of how long production will take. Give yourself as much padding as possible. The only downside I see is if they push something too far, it's better to have a delay than to have it come out early. I think people hate things coming out early, or at least earlier than the company projected.
Yeah.
Because then people are like, well, I'm not ready to pay you. Right? You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
This another one right here from the same movie.
Yeah. This is the one Jim
Well,
Lee
this
did.
this the Jim Lee joint right here.
What do you guys think about this one?
I'm not fond of it.
I feel like I didn't. Well, okay, I'll say this: when it was first revealed, I didn't really. I thought it was cool, but it wasn't like look. That's the Robert Pattinson head sculpt. That's just not. That's not as good.
I mean, we got
I would have to
that's
support this one or this one.
the recycled Favok.
Yeah.
Hmm. So when I saw this, I didn't really like it. There was a lot of stuff I didn't like about it because at this point, whenever this was shown, we had seen. I think we had had at least one trailer of the movie, and so we saw Batman in his suit, and I said, I don't like how bulky he is because we know in the movie he's not this bulky, he's not this big, in his suit because this is a much bigger Batman, and I mean we've all seen the movie and we all just saw the last statue. He's definitely not this big. That's way more accurate, and so that I didn't like that about it. And then I wasn't as fond about the Robert Pattinson head sculpt that they had. I didn't really like it like that. I said if I were to get that statue, I would never display this head sculpt. It would be either this one or this one. Um, and uh, and so for that, it was not a miss, but it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? The base is cool, but but yeah, I would have definitely passed up on this. But I feel like I also feel like they're cannibalizing their own product because I feel like this is unnecessary. I feel like they didn't really need to produce this statue because obviously they knew that they're going to make a movie accurate statue. Why did you make this one? Because what's going to happen now? People are going to see the other one. They're probably going to want that one, and then
I think you're
they're not
bugging,
going to.
Astro. I
You
think
think
they're
so?
gonna sell it. It's
You think,
Batman. That's Prime
man?
One knows that that's what sells. How many Batman they got on the website? If that was the case, I don't know, man. They feel like there's people that have already been like, I'm gonna get both. So,
Oh,
I'm
I've
like,
seen people say that before
I've
too. And
seen enough people say that.
I think that's insane.
I think it's
I
insane
wouldn't.
too. But
Click on
they're only selling
the Jason
999.
Fabak for 124. That's the one I'm getting.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's clean, man. Congrats on that. But I can't get it. I keep measuring my space, and
That's
like
the one I'm getting.
I don't have space to display this beast.
Neither
This
do I.
joint is huge, dude. It's huge.
It is too tall. It is too wide. It is too deep. It
Dude,
is,
I already got the space. It's waiting right here for this bad boy to come through.
dude, deep. This is like 20 something. Like I think like 27 to 29 inches deep.
I know, but like I said, I'm waiting. I see the space from. You guys want to see the space? I'm looking
This
at it.
statue is as wide as some statues are tall. Like in third scale. Third scale. There's some third scale statues that are as tall as this as wide.
The Prime One Bane that I have when I'm looking at him right now, and I just look.
This is bigger than that. Can you, because of the cape, can you like go back to the dimensions, Astro? I want to check.
I cannot wait for this shit to come through.
I'm not a fan of this statue. I know that's not popular opinion, but this one's not for me.
That's all right.
The cape doesn't I'm not as fond with the cape.
Oh, I love it. Oh
And,
God, because
and I've
mhm.
and I've never been a huge fan of that Batman symbol, the more classic Batman symbol. I know it's iconic, but it's not my preference. I know you can switch it out too. There's a switch out for it,
Yeah,
um, but yeah, it's just not. It never been my thing like that.
See, for me, it's like, look, if we're going to talk about concept and realism, I mean, if he was looking down on Gotham and the wind is blowing, that's how his cape will be flowing. You know, what would keep his cape like just as we know?
Nothing. He will have to hold it like he is.
Yeah, you know. So I can't wait, and thank God I didn't buy this one. Shout out to my wife. You know. But I can't wait. I can't wait for this bad boy to come through.
Yeah. Did you get the dimensions, Buck?
Yeah, this is 41.25 inches tall.
Wow.
Yeah, you better swallow that, like drink that properly, man. Cause like
I have this. I got the space for him. I have him.
Like
you measured it. You measured it and everything.
Yeah, I got the space for it.
Let's see.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's 32 inches wide, bro.
That's nothing.
Come on, man.
Wow, 32 inches wide, fam.
I have the space for him.
A-Stats, listen, man, that's what's up. You putting them next to somebody like the Bane or something?
Yeah, I'm putting next to the Bane.
And it's almost 30 inches deep, man.
Yeah,
where it is. So.
This is a huge statue. I can't wait to see it. I know I'm gonna see it in person one day, but I really want to see it in person.
When you come to New York, you can come by. Like, here you go.
I'm gonna have it right here. Listen, I'm sure whenever they have like the Comic Cons and stuff, he'll be at whenever Prime One does come back to Comic Cons and stuff like that. He'll be one of the ones, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good. I had some. Let me stop sharing here for a second. I had some other stuff to get to today. Some topics at least. Let me see. Let's see. No, that's not what I'm looking for. All right, here we go. Did you guys know that Maji cases were being sold on Spec Fiction?
No.
No.
I stumbled across it. Let me show. Hold on. Let me see. Hold up. Let's see. Like straight up on the website, and I was like, "Oh wow, I didn't know they had this like this." And you can go like pick and choose what color. You know what I'm saying? You can pay for it right here, and they tell you up front. You know what I'm saying? All Maji case orders ship 3 to 6 months from purchase date. That's pretty cool. So if you don't want to order straight from Spec Fiction, if you don't want to order straight from Maji Case, you can order from Spec Fiction. I've always ordered straight from Maji Case because that's the only way I knew to do it.
Yeah.
But if you want to, you want to get some points, some rewards points for doing it, you can do so here.
I guess that's an incentive, but for something like this, especially with that, like the way that shipping time can fluctuate, I want to get it directly from the source.
But now let me ask you, with dimensions, like when you order directly from the manufacturer, you can customize your dimensions.
Yeah, you can get a quote from them. You can tell them what dimensions you want, and then they'll send you back a quote of how much it would cost, and then you confirm and say, hey, I want to go forward with that, or no, I don't. And then they'll make it for you, whatever dimensions you want, and ship it straight to you just like anything else.
So what if you're trying to create a display case? So let's say you got like multiple statues. Can they do that for you? Because to be honest, I haven't looked into module cases yet because I'm not ready for it. So let's say I want a whole display case for my collection. Like they can
let's say like a wall.
Like
a wall. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if literally literally whatever you want, they'll do it for you. You just got to tell them what you want, and they'll, you know what I'm saying, they'll tell you, you know, how much it costs. And you just got to go in knowing I want these cases to be these heights. You know what I'm saying? I want 2 of these, 3 of these, 1 of this, and you know, and the dimensions. How much would it cost for me to do this? They have a little page on the website where you can just submit, like, you know, fill out a form, and then you just literally detail in the paragraph like what everything you want. And then they'll email you back with the quote.
Mm.
And yeah, it's that simple. It's that
Nice.
simple.
And the module cases, they keep out like dust and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yep. They keep out dust.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they have the acrylic panels on the sides, on 3 sides, and it's very airtight, and works wonders. I love it.
And your lights and everything, like customize your lights and all.
So there's 2 options for lights. So you have a light bar, and then you have spotlights. So the light bar is right here in the front, that shines in the whole case, right? This case is so wide, it has two light bars in it. So there's one to the middle, then another one on the other side. And then obviously, like I said, you have the spotlights to where usually people put them like one in the corner here, one in the back corner, and you can like kind of move the spotlight to be wherever you want it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
But they supposed to be coming out with more options soon. So hopefully this year they come out with stuff like dimmable lights and RGB in the lights, like you can change the colors and all that good stuff. So hopefully that comes later on this year. I remember talking last year to the owner. He was very excited about a lot of the stuff that they got cooking up. They've already created a corner unit that's supposed to be rolling out here soon, which is really cool. I think I may end up getting one of those. We'll see what happens, but yeah, it's a lot of cool stuff happening.
Beautiful.
Let's see. I had something else. Oh, I was on Spec Fiction, and I saw a bunch of stuff on there, and it made me ask this question to myself, and made me want to ask y'all as well. The question being, are there any licenses that you don't collect that you wish you did? Like, let's just say Dragon Ball Z, for example. Like you want to collect Dragon Ball Z, but you don't, and you have these restrictions based on, you know, funds or display room or whatever the case may be. And I'll start by saying, for me, I would probably collect anime, and probably Dragon Ball Z. And I would probably collect more movie stuff if I had more room and more funds too, because I try to limit it. I try to limit myself and not spend too much.
For me, I would say, I know I was watching Cash, and you know, he just got on the Star Wars. For me, I wish that I could know more about anime and you know, the Dragon Ball Z, because I remember there was a time, I guess, where I was entering college and it just wasn't a concern with me. And just seeing so many people, like, they just love, like, you know, Dragon Ball Z or the anime, and I'm seeing like the statues, and it's just, the art is beautiful for me. I don't even have to watch the series or read the books to understand where people, you know, why they love it so much. But I just wish that I can have some time to learn it, which I'm trying to find some time to learn that, you know, the anime and, you know, like the Berserk and all that stuff, because, you know, art is beautiful, you know. So that's the only thing I wish I can, you know, like Dragon Ball Z. I really want to understand it before I start collecting it, you know.
I get it. No, I totally understand. What about you, Buck?
There's a studio I kind of recently discovered. It's called Uman Studio, UMAN. It's like a Chinese studio, and they're producing like some Chinese mythological stuff and also historical stuff, some of their mythos. And they did like the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, some of the characters from there. and then some other like cool standalone statues. I'm not really sure what they're about, but they're really cool. Specs Fiction sell some of their stuff,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it's too crazy. It's too bloody expensive,
Yeah.
and
Buck is a genius because I just started looking at that stuff. That stuff is beautiful.
it's too big, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
man.
just like a bunch of these guys. They're on horses, and a quarter
Yeah,
scale horse is disgustingly big.
it's like damn. Like I
Yeah.
saw it and I'm like, that's another level for me.
Yeah, that's another thing too, right? I'm not into film pieces normally, but I'm
Yeah.
getting I'm kind of sold on this Blitzway. I think generally I wasn't into them because they were done badly when it was in statue size. Historically, they've been done badly, but they've stepped up the game so much recently. And I definitely would collect Hot Toys or 6 scale figures in general
Mm-hmm.
if I had the room. And I don't know, like I just haven't broken into it yet, so I'm kind of putting myself like trying to say don't go near that because once you open Pandora's box, you can't close it. So I don't want to like you know open another like money pit for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's mine. I already collect Dragon Ball Z, and I don't see why you guys can't collect it. I think you should.
Because I'm gonna want to get Goku, Trunks, Vegeta,
Yeah.
Gohan.
if you
Um,
have if you have like very strong discerning taste and exactly what the
Trunks.
character should look like, you won't get that much. Trust me. I love that's my favorite thing. I love Dragon Ball, but I don't got any Dragon Ball stuff behind me. You know why that is? Because I
Why?
think most of it looks like shit. So that's why
Mm,
But
like the
you shouldn't say that because I don't like talking because I expose my age. But if you guys remember when when Blockbuster existed, I was 18 working in Blockbuster, and I remember this guy coming into the store. He was like, "Yo, Dragon Ball Z," and you have this issue. I'm like, "What the fuck is that shit?" You know what I'm saying?
nah, Dragon Ball Z, man. That's that.
I
That's that
know
stuff.
people was going crazy. I'm like, what the hell is that shit? But that was just my time to know what was going on. And now I'm like, damn, this guy wasn't, man. So
yeah.
I don't even know how to catch up right now. I really don't.
The good thing about Dragon Ball Z is it's not that long actually.
Mm.
It's like 25 volumes. And
But you see, but now in my life, that's like, man, that's a whole.
That's a large feat.
but like think about how quickly you can finish a comic book, man. If you sit down in one day, you'll finish 10 volumes
but
easy.
but I got a 7 and a 5-year-old. Okay, you can't sit down and do nothing.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Do you still, if you still read anything at all, trust me, it's like you could finish Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z relatively quickly, man.
Yeah.
It's
I,
not
I
that
would
long.
I would skip Dragon Ball. I'd go straight to Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in fact, you could do that too. When I
Yeah.
say read Dragon Ball, see where it started, and then like how it changed, because you want to see the progression of his art style through his career and how
Yeah.
like his taste changed.
And you know the funny thing? It's funny you saying that because like as a content creator, like when I go to the cons and I see people in cosplay and I'm just like, and I'm like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z, but it's like I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not. So I gotta get into it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Good. I'm gonna queue us up for some pictures. Y'all good with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Let me see. So this picture, I don't even think this is supposed to be in there. But yeah, they have this special preview. I think this is next week. I think 5 days from
Yeah,
now. Next
so you
Friday, I
got
think.
you got the email for this because is it gonna be like a YouTube thing or you got to be there?
Well, yeah, I got the email for it, but this is like in person. You have to be there because they open it in their new store in Singapore, and I can't go to Singapore right now.
Listen, my brother, even if I could go, I ain't going.
You ain't going.
I don't want to be in the plane and a missile just hit my plane and I'm just trying to go to. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, Lord.
I'm minding my business. I'm just trying to go see the showcase and a missile just hit my plane. So
But the good thing about it is we're gonna get some footage of this. We're gonna have some footage of this
Yeah,
for the
y'all
channel.
take the footage, and I'll be right here in the USA.
Is there any
Oh,
pieces you guys think are gonna show up here? That in fact,
that's
they're
a good
probably.
point.
Can you see anything in that black and white photo? Because that seems like the store. So
Yeah, they told us that they're gonna give us some brand new statues, but we don't know. Brand new prototypes and stuff, but we don't know what it is. I don't know.
that looks
I'm
like
assuming some new
the
X-Men.
XM Psylocke in front, and then they got like a
Yeah,
storm. The storm.
this looks like Psylocke. This looks like it almost looks like the Wolverine to me, but it's kind of hard to tell.
It might be because
There's a storm right here.
yeah, I can't tell what any of the others are.
It's fire.
This looks like Wolverine, like coming off the top of that
The brown suit.
The brown
Yeah.
suit, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's
Guess
kind
you
of
just gotta
really
wait
hard
and
to
see.
tell. Yeah, just gotta wait and see.
Maybe
Then
they'll
they're gonna have that Hulk on display, that legendary Hulk.
Yeah, LBS. Yeah, I think I'll make a lot of people happy. So they'll try to get it there if they can. Especially because they said like you're not allowed to take photos inside. But like they'll take photos.
No,
yeah,
they said you cannot take photos inside.
I think that's what I saw in the email I got. You're not supposed to.
This year, yeah. That's gonna suck if you can't do that.
There'll be photographers there, I think, is what they said, and you might be able to get photos from them, but you're not allowed to take your own pictures. I think they said something like that.
Oh, okay.
There's something about prohibition on. I think it's because they don't want shitty pictures getting out of the pieces and people complaining. And then it's like, look how shitty it looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people ain't gonna buy that, man.
And also, like a bunch of those pieces, they said they're still on embargo. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe they're not supposed to be shown to the public. It's weird. We'll see.
Yeah.
Casual.
We'll see. This is the Queen Studios, so apparently we have this coming in 6 scale. So as we already know, Queen Studios is entering the 6 scale market, and this is their first reveal. We got the Batman. He's coming in 6 scale, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, is that right? Right? That's right, right? 6 scale?
Yeah. Hopefully they can give Hot Toys a run for their money.
I think they will.
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, is it statues or figures that's in 6 scale?
Figures, 6 scale figures.
Okay.
So it's gonna be articulated. Like we'll see.
Okay. This is a little preview of the 6 scale line. So we got some Lord of the Rings, some Batman. Who is this right here?
I don't know.
That looks like
Keanu Reeves in the new Matrix movie.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun stuff, man. Can't wait to see what that's about. But we also got this Mark III life-size bust from Queen Studios as well.
That's a good price, right? Am I crazy?
No, that's a good price.
I thought that was a great price.
I want to get my thing is like, I want to get a life-size bust, but I want a life-size statue. So it's still up in the air for me because this is a beautiful
Iron
piece.
Man.
Yeah, I want a life-size Iron Man and a life-size Spider-Man.
Damn, man, I'm so happy I don't really like movie pieces because, man.
Well, you'll be broke like me.
Yeah, definitely. That's a hole that I don't want to fall into.
Well, you should. You're not wrong being broke.
I'd rather stack my paper.
Well, you broke. Man. Everybody gives you money, right?
Damn.
That's it. I like this price. Paint is off for me. What the hell, Siri? I like this price. The paint is off for me, and for some reason with the close-up pics, but I do like it.
I like it though. It's just really nice.
Yeah, like it's not the right color. Is like the red is not the right red or something?
She looks smooth to me.
Yeah, man, just popping.
Also, it's hard to tell, but these might be renders.
Mm, he might
Yeah,
be. They might be, but
the
I
shadows
would.
look fake.
But I also wouldn't be like I wouldn't be surprised if it was real too.
Yeah, it's easier to make like mechanical stuff look real with renders than uh organic. So like it's harder to tell with this, but the shadows themselves look sort of fake.
Mm-hmm.
There's the way there's like so much noise in the shadows. That's
Mm-hmm.
usually something you see in like a computer generated image.
It's very true.
Unless
We
they
got
can
A Caleb Nefson Venom. I tend to like Caleb Nefson's work, especially when he does some of these characters that are oversaturated. I tend to let it slide because I really like him and I like his work. He does it well, and I think
I
that this is a pretty cool piece.
wonder if people will complain about the this whole dollhouse effect because the base is clearly out of proportion. Everything, the water
Yes.
like tank and the building.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. It is out of proportion for sure. For sure. But it's a
What I,
nice sculpt though.
yeah, what I like is that saliva. I love that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives you like a more like ratchet venom.
Mm-hmm.
And I would not want his saliva to just touch me, spelling like that. Like, you nasty son of a. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
I feel like this won't. It doesn't speak to me right now, but maybe it'll sing once it's painted, like the real thing. That's usually
Right.
how it is for a lot of Caleb sculpts.
Yeah. He had
It is
another Venom that came out recently where it's like
one
the
of the
base is very simple.
sewer grate, the
Yeah,
manhole.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. This is the Queen Studios tease here.
hmm
Is this
They
a?
released some more pictures, right? With
I,
the
I think I saw all the
yeah.
pictures for this one. Like he's standing on top of that. Like is it? They messed up because it just seemed like the Batmobile he's standing on is like not scaled properly. I think it was a Batman collector that showed this.
Batman Statue Collector.
Yeah, that showed this.
Mm-hmm.
So this one I'm not really feeling.
They released more pictures without like the red tint and more
Yeah,
angles.
the Blitzway one to me is better.
I got it. I
I'm
think
still
I mean,
reserving judgment. I haven't condemned this one yet. I'm actually still reserving judgment. The thing that I'm not feeling too much is the car.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not scaled properly. It looks like he's standing on a Hot Wheel, toy.
If they do a hot toy version of this car, I'm gonna buy it, guaranteed.
Mm.
Uh,
I'm sure they will.
uh, they should. I hope they don't. I don't want to buy it. Oh man,
It's another 6 scale from Queen Studios. That looks good.
nice.
I
It's really
regret
good.
selling my sideshow Joker, of Heath Ledger,
Mm-hmm.
but I just wanted that Libra Mijo Joker.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
think
know,
that's a worthwhile switch.
you think so?
You got the Heath Ledger from Sideshow. I think that one wasn't too good.
No, I sold it to get the Libra Mijo Joker.
Yeah. I think that's definitely worth it.
Okay,
I
I'll
think
flip
that's
through.
a big upgrade.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's another picture of that same one. Some questions that um I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I screenshot this, but anyway, there you have it.
Whoa! That's my first time seeing this. I like what I'm reading with a movie accurate Batmobile. All right. All right, Queen Studio. That's what I like to hear. Look at that.
Listen, man. I think you was just saying it. that you was gonna get one, but you said hot toys, so I don't know. You might be able to live scot free with
I
this one.
like the competition, man. I don't want one company to make it and it's not perfect, and I'm like thinking, ah,
Mm-hmm.
who's
Hey,
this?
who the hell is this, man? Somebody tell me.
What company put out this picture?
XM. You know this is XM.
Ah,
I don't know.
I have no clue who the hell is XM. People were saying Nova. I thought it. I mean, obviously it looks like Wolverine at first.
that's like he's a blast in his hands, like the kind of power ball, energy ball, or something.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I'm not even like stressing over this. Especially if it's DC. If I don't know the silhouette, I probably don't care who the character is.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if this is Marvel or DC. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
it's very hard to tell. For all of our gamers out there, Gotham Knights is coming October
Oh,
25th this year.
I want to
And
see what this game is about, man. So I can't wait to see more gameplay footage.
have you
Because
watched the game like the DC fandom gameplay or whatever?
yeah, I feel like that's just like that, with games they always start you off with a big lie, and then they start showing you what it actually looks like. So I'm not even convinced the final game is gonna be much like that. There's gonna be so many changes, especially because there's like a decent amount of time in development afterwards. They're gonna tweak that mission a bunch, and the
I feel
game.
like, I feel like that was 2 years ago when they first showed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like, I don't think it's gonna look too much like that when we see the game again. But like, I'm interested in this game. I like to play with some friends. So,
Yeah, I'll definitely be getting this game, probably on Xbox. But um,
Yo, Astro, you
yeah.
gotta hit me up, man, because like when this shit comes out, I'm definitely gonna be on.
Oh,
I
okay, yeah,
I
bet.
only got PlayStation, guys, so I won't be playing with you.
Oh, come on.
I have both, just the same reason.
I can't play that. I
Well,
get
well, make
like,
sure it's cross-platform because I have the PS5 and the Xbox
oh
new one.
yeah, if
Because
it
that's
is,
just what I have.
dude, I don't know
Oh, it's
why do I
cross
haven't.
platform.
If
I
it is,
hope. I
that would be
hope
good.
so. Hope
That would
so.
be good. I haven't even gotten like a
I have
PlayStation
so many
5.
consoles. What else do you want to know?
If it's cross platform, then it's all the way lit. It's all the way
Yeah,
turned up. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's a little
I
short.
am a big gamer.
Yeah, me too.
I
Well,
used to
when I
be.
had more time,
I
back in the
know,
day.
like I just never have time for shit no more, man.
And I got to
Yeah,
college, just stopped. No more time. Like,
You talk about you in college. Imagine when you get out of college.
I think I have more time, man. Definitely.
You
for
got no
sure.
time. Once you leave
Cause
college, you're wrapped.
I'm not gonna have a family right away, man. You're a family man, dude. So like, you ain't got time for shit.
I'm everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Speaking of Batman, we've been talking about this. There's a lot of them coming out. We got the Infinity Studios bus that's coming. How y'all feel about this?
I feel like they could have. What is that in his hand?
Not yet. Not yet.
I don't know.
He's not ready for a bus yet. Just let it ride.
It
This
would
is
have been better if they put like maybe
yeah.
one of the letters from the
This
Riddler,
is
or they
see,
put like
this is
something
what
else.
this is where the capitalism comes in. Like he's not ready for a bus yet. Relax.
What is that in his hand? God damn it!
I
What
don't
is it?
know. It's an orange.
Nah, I think he's just gripping his fist. There's nothing in there.
It's an
Nah,
orange.
it's something in there for sure.
No,
You see that?
look, that's his That's his fist. That's his gauntlet, right? Right. You just
Nah,
squeeze.
his fist is right here. I mean, his thumb is right here.
It's a green
Oh, you're
goblin.
right. He's probably gripping something.
The
I don't know
green
what
goblin
it is.
grenade. That's what he caught.
Well, that's what
Like,
it looked like. That's what it looked like. But we know it's not Green Goblin. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not really too excited about this, honestly.
No, you're not ready for that yet.
Yeah, it's another shot at it. I think the likeness is off too.
yeah, quite off. He doesn't have the jaw is like it's not the same. It's not there.
Looks
It's
like a
looking
different
like a
person to
big
me,
miss.
honestly.
Yeah.
This
Although
seems
their
like a
other
different
like
person
busts
to me.
look really good. So this is or maybe they'll tweak it. Because their
Yeah.
other busts, like generally speaking, I think they do better busts than Queen Studio.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here's the hot toys. You was just saying that, Buck.
Easy pass. It looks wrong. I don't like it.
I like the dynamics of it. It's fire.
Most of the hot toys I like are like things that look robotic. So like stormtroopers and Iron Man. Like all the Iron Man hot toys look sick for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
This bike looks kind of dope on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We already got into these pictures already.
Damn. Even the
Yeah.
cape looks sick, dog.
Look at that, fam. He looks great.
I know.
I wonder it's probably gonna light up. See the red? That's like the hood of the car.
Oh yeah, dude. Probably won't knock this one out of the park, man.
Yeah, man. I always hate giving Prime One credit. Oh, this dude. I was talking to him about this in the comment section for one of the
Yeah, he posted a little mock-up of his his
Caesar
setup he got.
Garcia.
Yeah. I thought this
Awesome
looked pretty
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
This is nice.
He added he added another statue. He's gonna get the Prime One Batman and the bus from Queen Studio.
The Prime One,
and he
Batman.
added that into this. The Prime One Batman that we just looked at, the third scale, because you see, it's pairing third scale statues with busts, right?
Right.
So he's gonna do like a Pattinson Batman. So he's gonna do the third scale from Prime One and Blitzway, and then he's gonna do the Queen Studios bust for that.
Oh, they're doing a
Sorry, Infinity. I guess that Queen.
Oh, Infinity. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
And the same stuff. I think I saw Todd gave him the suggestion to make those nameplates magnetic. So like if the statues inside ever change, he's not stuck.
I wouldn't put the nameplates at all, but
same. But like that's what he likes. So
yeah, I would just keep it plain. I wouldn't put anything on this, and just if I ever want to switch it out, let's say I don't want to go with mirror anymore. I want to sell this bus. I want to sell the statue. I just sell it, and then I just put my new thing here.
Yeah.
And that's the end
something like this. You must really love these. You know, this is like looking at these again. I'm just looking at that base for that Selena Kyle, and it looks awful. Like versus the base for the Mara looks pretty cool, and I'm talking about the bust. Like, I don't understand that blue strip of light or whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
See, this doesn't look bad. Everyone keeps saying it's awful, but it doesn't. It doesn't look bad.
Who said this looks awful?
Dude, people are like laughing at this on Facebook, and it doesn't make sense to me. I just think it's not as good as the Prime One, but it's good.
And this is Queen, right?
Yeah. They already said they're gonna like rework this.
I mean, I think maybe the jawline and the top lip maybe needs to be just tweaked just a little bit, but I mean, otherwise this looks phenomenal if you ask me.
Yeah, maybe around the eyes or something weird, like, and the skin tone seems too rosy, and yeah, but like it's well done. It's just a matter of like dialing in a few things, and I think they're gonna nail it in the end. Instead of gonna take it back and like rework it some, I don't know to what extent, because sometimes companies say that and then they show you the new version and you can't tell the difference. Yeah, I think they said that with their Legolas, and I couldn't tell the difference between the reworked version and the previous one.
It looks good though, man.
Yeah,
it looks freaking good.
Hopefully they offer a sculpted hair version, because they did sculpted hair for Bale. So
yeah. Okay, yeah, that would be really cool.
Another thing about Queen is they'll do a better paint job than Prime One.
That is true. That you're almost guaranteed a better paint job from the factory.
Yeah.
At this girl here,
gorgeous, but that base is off.
I love Spider-Gwen herself. I think that they knocked out that piece out of the park. It's just once we get to that light pole and that base, it all the way loses, man. All the way loses, man.
I love it. Yeah.
I thought about it.
Shit. I'm sorry, guys.
I
I'm
mean,
having a little muscle spasm.
Sorry, man.
no worries, man. No worries. I mean, I get what they're trying to do here, but it just doesn't work for me. It just does not work.
You know what the thing about it is like for me it's like I I love it. I love it. And I think the reason why I love it so much is just reminds me of a new character introduced. This is like New York. They're trying to capture a third dimensional perspective view. And
Mhm.
this is a new character that we all are not familiarized with. But I just think, I mean, if you love Spider-Man, you're gonna either love or accept this type of new introduction to different characters. We saw this with Miles Morales, but it's cool, and it's a good chance I'm going to pick this one up to go with my Spider-Man display.
Yeah. The thing about me is like, so I love Spider-Man. He's like my favorite Marvel character. He is my favorite Marvel character, my favorite superhero. And I like all these different Spider Family people. I'm usually not crazy about the character, but I really like Miles Morales' suit, and I really like Gwen's suit. I think they're really cool design. And so I have like the Sideshow Miles, the exclusive, and I even got the unmasked head like repainted by a pro for me. And so I love the statue, and I was hoping I would be in love with this one too. So it's not even the character that's an issue for me. It's just that base is shit, man. I've been thinking maybe I don't know, but I don't like it.
I understand, buddy. I understand. Speaking of Caleb Nefson, one more scope from him. We
That's
got
awesome.
Kingpin versus Spidey, and this looks pretty cool. We normally don't see this.
This reminds me of
The game.
what's the name of that artist?
Whew.
He's done a bunch of Thor. All right, I'll just carry on. I'll remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you guys why I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now the reason why I don't like it, one, because it's custom, and I don't trust custom people. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough, man.
But you know what? I love it.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll get it.
This reminds me of a painting, a cover that Assad Ribic did. You guys know Assad Ribic?
No.
Mm-mm.
He did like it just reminds me of something he's done. Maybe someone in the comments knows. But yeah, it's just pretty awesome. One thing is the web looks weird on the base. It looks like he extruded a flat pattern, and then it doesn't look round. It looks what's the word? Yeah, this looks like he extruded a flat pattern. That's the best way I can describe it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you warped it. But that's like probably because it's got to be 3D printed. But I would have preferred if it was like round forms for the web on the base, the stuff on his leg, and the way it like goes through his leg, it doesn't look natural.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The one on his knee that's like still the leg that's still up, that's not on the ground, where his foot is planted. The one that's forward. The web just goes through his leg in some places and doesn't look right.
Yeah, I think that is a little bit weird how like here like how it just kind of like splatters around his leg. I don't know if I love that.
But conceptually, this is very nice. And then like there's some, I feel like it's very nice. On the base, it looks like just a bunch of kit bashed stuff. Like you just took like random like architectural stuff, and he starts throwing it in there to make something. But like once you pay attention to it, it starts to look weird.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, it's pretty strong. This is Queen again, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, this is Queen. A little teaser to Queen Studios Batman.
Bum, 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 bum.
I love that movie. I don't care what nobody says.
Dude, I'm with you, man. I love the movie.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
me
love
too.
it.
Me too. All right, guys. There was some issues here. So
A lot of
there's been
issues here.
talks with the lean with it, rock with it with Mr. Hush here.
yeah?
He's been lean with it, rock with it, lean with it. Hey,
Now, is that the issue with that Hush Batman right there?
they say he leaning.
Yeah.
Damn.
But all the people like this the
Lean
best
back.
Batman. This the best Batman statue ever.
I mean,
okay.
it still is. It still looks
Oh,
good, but like,
no. It's not the best Batman statue ever. Okay, it's not.
I mean,
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
feel that way, but like I can understand.
Most did. It was like, this the best Batman statue. I'm okay.
Yeah, but even if it
Go
leans,
ahead.
that doesn't change how they felt like about how it looks.
But he didn't rock with it, Buck.
I think H-Dash, you're just too focused on saying "I told you so." That's
I'm just saying. I saw so many. Oh, this is the best. This is the best Batman. I'm like, okay.
I think the funny thing about this picture is the alien statue right next to it. I think I remember people complaining about a bunch of those leaning a while back too.
Oh yeah.
And so it's funny that in this picture it's not the alien, but it's Batman that's leaning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To the right, to the far right.
This
That's
looks
so
like
sad.
this statue seems so much bigger, but I know it's obviously a little higher because he has them sitting on their boxes.
But Sauron is quarter scale too.
Oh, he's scored a scale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
I didn't know
massive.
that.
That's why. But the others are third.
That's crazy. Let's see. Joe says, "What's up, Joe? By the way, which Batman do you like better, H-Stats?" I'm
The
assuming
Fabok.
The Fabok that's
the
coming
one
to
you
a
like.
theater near you.
I agree with you, H-Dash. I think that one is better, but like it's too big.
Pause.
I think.
No.
I think this one's a little better for me.
So you getting the lean with it? You from Atlanta, so lean with it. You like rocking with it.
Ouch.
I'm just saying, you like it when it leans and it rocks with it, right?
We gonna see if it's gonna lean and rock with it. We about to see. Shit. We gonna see if it lean and rock with it.
The black version or what?
I'm not talking to you.
You getting the black version or the blue version?
I'll probably end up if I do get it, it's gonna be the black version.
Okay.
Because I think the blue version, the only blue version that's available is like the deluxe. That's like way more expensive for like 15 different heads that I don't care about.
Yeah.
You guys remember the first Hush was leaning to, and then they added that like extra add-on that he could put so it wouldn't lean.
Oh, the one where he's kind of holding the battering.
The crouched Hush. That too was having leaning issues. And then they added like Prime One had to add like a extra base element to hold up his cape. So that it wouldn't lean. And it's funny the second Hush is leaning too. Hopefully it's just this dude's and it's not something that's happening to everyone's statue.
Yeah. Only time will tell, I guess.
Yeah.
I think once it reaches a certain point in time, if your statue starts leaning, you're kind of shit out of luck.
Yeah, for sure.
So hopefully it happens sooner rather than later if it's happening.
Mm-hmm. We got Lord of the Rings from Infinity Studio. It took me a while to realize that, and I believe this is life size, by the way.
Damn.
Half scale.
Or half scale. Okay, it's half scale. Okay. I thought it was life size.
That thing is freaking amazing.
Look at it.
Something looks off.
That looks spot on to me.
Yeah, man. That thing is amazing. What do you see that we don't see, Buck?
Around the eyes, man. Like the eye bag. I feel like it should look older. It looks too young.
Nah, he's good.
I mean, it looked like somebody's grandfather pissed off.
Definitely. It's just, different people see different things. And like, sometimes some likenesses work for like some people, and then some people won't like it. And it's very weird when that happens, because sometimes you could swear like, damn, that looks like the person. Other people tell you it looks so off, and you just be so confused as to how they could feel that way.
But Buck, what if he just have a good dental plan?
It's not even the teeth, bro. It's not the teeth. It's like the eyes, man. Like it's something weird. It doesn't look quite right, especially when you zoom out. And maybe it's not even just that. It's probably just, I don't know. I don't know. I would need to like put two pictures together and start looking at them, because it's close, but there's something uncanny about it for me.
And what's the retail on this one? Because this
I
one
think
looks
it's probably very affordable, because Legolas was relatively
looks really
cheap
good.
for a half scale. I
I
think the
like
Lord
it.
of the Rings license is probably very cheap, because even the Prime One Lord of the Rings are relatively cheap for Prime One.
You know the crazy thing about it is when I see this stuff now. I remember I was in kindergarten, and we first was like learning about the Lord of the Rings, and at that time I really didn't give a shit about the Lord of the Rings. You know,
Mhm.
it's just to me it's amazing. Like, wow, now I give a shit. It's a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 second. Ben. Okay.
So this is on Specs Fiction for. Oh no, that's the sculpted hair version.
Oh, there's a sculpted hair version of this.
Yeah, it's like Legolas.
Oh wow.
I didn't know that. Hell, that looks like that sculpted hair right there. Because
Yeah.
this is rooted.
Oh, this is like
Right.
$3,000.
Oh yeah. Look at this one.
This looks different.
The
Yeah.
the, the rooted hair is $3,000. I swear Legolas was way cheaper. Yeah, not
So
way cheap.
the sculpted hair is less.
Sculpted hair is less than the rooted hair.
Wow.
Legolas sculpted
That
hair
makes
is
sense.
less is 1,749. But
Wow.
sculpted hair for Gandalf is like way more expensive. It's 2,199. That's
Wow.
like almost
Wow.
Damn.
almost a $500 difference, and it's probably because the prices are going up super fast.
Mm-hmm.
And Legolas came out a little while ago for pre-order. Sucks. Also, Spec Fiction is giving like free shipping on these, so that's probably bundled into the price. So this is probably not the actual price of the thing too.
Hmm. Right. Now I think this here on the screen. I think they said this is Iron Studios Black Superman. That's supposed to be coming.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah, it
That's
is.
what I
It
heard.
is.
Okay.
I've seen the full pictures of the actual statue. They revealed that as well.
Mm.
How is that?
I don't know, man. I generally don't care about the Snyder Cut or Justice League from like the movie.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's see. Let's turn your horny up a little bit. You know
Ooh,
Uh,
this is good.
time for some America.
what I'm saying?
Oh, I saw this earlier.
Yes, Sirski.
That's a fan art, or
Yeah, Psylocke.
Is that gonna get produced?
hopefully.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it gets produced. But yeah, yeah. Turn your horny up. You know what I'm saying? I think it will get produced because just of how sexy it is.
That's a nice one.
You know.
It's man, that makes me sad sometimes, but it's what it is.
Why? Because your horny's not up.
Some statues can get made, and like this barely qualifies as Psylocke. Like if it's in fact it's not
What?
it's not Psylocke. It's a woman with her boobs out with purple hair,
And she got purple hair. That's Psylocke.
And she,
Oh,
she,
fuck.
and she- it
That's the
barely
criteria.
qualifies. This is
Fuck.
so tangential, like it's barely related, right?
Fuck.
But it's like because it's like
I have her phone number. You want me to pass it to you?
Absolutely. Send it my
send it my way.
way.
Send it my- hey, Astro, you got a fiance. Stop.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Oh, yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, don't send it. Don't send it to me. Don't send it to me.
I got dibs.
Let's see. Also, Astro, after the stream, send me that info for the Dark Side piece from Prime One, the one with all the pieces. All right, but I got you, Jones. I got you, FP Jones. That's funny as hell. But yeah, this is everything right here.
I'm sure
Everything.
it is.
All right, this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna get into a quick game of pin the name on the statue, and we're gonna get out of here. How does that sound?
Nice.
All right, hold on. Let me first introduce this. All right, everyone. So we're gonna get into pin the name on the statue. Now, what this game is I take some screenshots of a statue, and it is the panel's job to guess what that statue is. Again, not just the panel, you guys in the comments as well. Throw stuff in the comments. If whoever answers it first, whether it be HStats Buck or somebody in the comments, whoever gets it first, that's who wins that round. And I'm gonna try to see if I can add like a little poll in the comment section and see if you guys can guess who's gonna win and do all this other stuff. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. Pin the name. All right, here we go. Let me zoom in. You should. By the way, I think that this week should be very easy for everyone. This week should be very easy. I went very light today.
Captain America XM?
No, sir.
That looks so familiar. Shit. Damn.
Kind of stumped.
No,
I think I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. I just can't remember.
MVS. Oh man, that looks so familiar.
I feel like this is definitely XM though.
Oh God, what is?
It's over. It's over. Raider got it. My man.
X23.
X23.
XM. Good job, Raider. Good job.
Bruh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is one of those pieces that when I saw it, I completely disregarded it because I was just like, I hate this suit on this character, and I prefer the sideshow one.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
How do you guys feel about like when they scale down like certain elements? Like if you look at that card, that's definitely been scaled down. It's not the proper size.
I understand what they're doing, but I'm not usually. I usually kind of don't like it.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah, I kind of don't like it. All right, let's see what we got here. This should be an easy one.
Unbelievable. Like really? That looks like hair.
It is hair. It's red hair. So I'm gonna say it's either Jean Grey, Black Widow.
It's like how you gonna get that?
I don't know, man. Gonna have to show us the next picture, unless someone in the chat is gonna guess this right.
You're not gonna guess that.
I'm gonna give him like 30 seconds because see, sometimes we're behind.
Damn, I guess the people in the chat are supposed to guess which one of us between me and HStats are gonna get it.
There's no way I'm gonna get that.
So I'm actually working against HStats this time.
I see hair.
I think if I go to the next picture, y'all will probably guess who it is.
I
Well,
can kind
the
of see
next
like
one?
black past the hair, so it's hard. I want to say Sideshow Black Widow.
Mm-mm.
No, sir.
Oh my god,
Oh
this
my
is
goodness!
Black
I
Widow from Queen Studios. Ooh, yeah, okay, I was correct.
I didn't get that.
I had an extra hint in there just in case. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? With
I
the
wouldn't have gotten
blood.
it from
Yeah.
this. I got it from the base.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten
Yeah.
that.
Yo,
Yeah.
everybody,
I would not have gotten
you
that.
gotta have faith in me.
That looks like is that the XM Studios Ghost Rider?
No, sir. That was a good guess, though. That was a good guess.
That's the damn. I don't
Oh
know.
crap! This is an X-Men character. And it's also from XM, maybe. No,
XM.
it could be a Transformer.
No, because the fire, and I see it looks like a Sentinel hand.
Damn.
Oh, that's the XM. What's her name,
No,
man?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
get
can't.
this.
What's my
Her?
bad?
I don't know if y'all gonna get this one.
Damn. Shit, let me see what the chat is saying. Yo,
Chat, where y'all at? Where y'all
feels
at?
like
Chat?
this feels like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You guys need to give me like I need to get like some help from the chat.
What is
Tell
the
me what
chat
the
saying?
answer is. Come on, guys. This is not Ghost Rider. It's like, see those purple metallic stuff on the base? That looks like Sentinel parts, maybe.
It looks
Or
like
this is a
pocket-
Transformer.
All right, I'm gonna go to the next picture. All right, and we're gonna see if you guys
Yes, a Transformer. I know this piece.
This
is one of those Gen 1 Transformers. I don't know if it's from XM or PCS.
hold on, because I'm trying to remember which one. Y'all just give me 1 second. Hold on, I gotta go to the next picture just to remind myself which one this is.
How you not know what that is? And you putting it up there?
No, because I forgot what the name of it was, but I know.
That's how obsessed Astro is with like making sure we don't get it. We get some obscure pieces.
Oh, I don't know. Damn.
I'll give you a hint. I'm not gonna tell you what part, but something that Buck said was down the right lane.
It's Transformers, dude. I just need to remember which company made this. It's either PCS or XM, and I can't remember which one. I'm just gonna say random names down. This is Starscream from PCS.
No.
Starscream from XM.
No.
Okay.
Soundwave from PCS.
No,
Soundwave
sir.
from XM. In fact, this is too detailed to be
Grimlock.
It is Grimlock.
It is
Oh!
Grimlock from
Yes.
Prime 1. From Prime
Wow.
1.
No, it's not Grimlock.
No, Grimlock from
Prime
XM. Grimlock from
No,
PCS.
Grimlock from PCS.
Oh, that
Oh my god, dude. I'm like, this is a Transformer, man. I'm like, oh, shit, this is too hard.
Wow.
I've never seen this statue in my life.
You know,
you never seen it? This was
Never.
This is at the Sideshow Con.
Recently?
One of the ones from last year. Yeah, I think.
That's why I see, like, when I see these things, my eyes glaze over. The more I'm not interested at all.
But you see, I don't want to start no problems because I got in trouble from critiquing this one. I got in trouble. What do you think about this shit right here?
For real?
I don't know what's going on. That's all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Look, I said, you know what? I said, you know what?
Y'all silly.
You know what? If y'all don't want to get my honest opinion, I'm still going to create my content because there was a whole lot of people that hit me up. Well, you don't understand. I'm like, the shit is fucking corny. Okay, shit is fucking corny.
I knew but is this because it uses the same kind of theme or motif as
I don't know what
other PCS stuff?
It's transformed, but like, is he surfing? Is that
it's like some spirit or something, or it's supposed to represent his transformation?
Exactly. That's what they said it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be from him going from a dinosaur to Grimlock. Like that's the transformation.
Okay.
Going from
but do you see that? Do you see that? That shit looked like everything was going on with it.
Oh man!
Exactly. Thank you.
Cash
Mike.
rules everything.
Thank
else.
you. Thank you. It is corny.
Damn, it's
PCS, I
corny.
said it. You don't want
Oh,
to send me
crap.
prototypes? Fine.
No, PCS sent some prototypes my way, man.
You know, this shit is whack.
I want to see that Vampirella in person.
And they're gonna have the nerve to put like a $1,400 pack. Like nobody buying that shit. Nobody buying that shit.
It looks like Ash. Oh, okay. Like, damn. Okay, I couldn't tell what this was. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't want to tell what it was. Let's move
What
to
it do?
the
Yeah. I think it was cool that I knew it was Transformers in Gen 1 because I've never seen the statue before.
I said they definitely gonna think it's X-Men, and I was like, they're gonna be stuck on X-Men and they won't get it. That's what I said. But when you said Transformers, I was like, wow, how did he get that? That's crazy.
They got mad at me because I said that looked like a Takara masterpiece Transformer that they're trying to make a statue of, and I got eaten up alive. I'm like, really?
I mean, my thing is, it looks like it's gonna be like it's pretty heavy. Like the Grimlock himself at the top is pretty heavy. So it's like, is it going to be able to stand?
Supported?
Yeah, support.
Yeah. I don't have. It's good. I don't like this kind of stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Whoever buys it, that's their issue.
Good for you. Yep.
Oh damn! I messed up.
You messed up. That's the Riddler.
I sure as hell would not have gotten that.
That's the Riddler. That's the Riddler.
Because I definitely would not have gotten this, bro. Oh my god.
It's crazy because this was at the bottom at first. I don't know how it got switched up because you see it's like the first one and you have the other.
Well, that's the Riddler. I need my free statue, Astro.
No. Technical difficulties. That one canceled.
It don't matter. I want my statue.
Oh man, I won't let that happen again. I promise. No more freebies. No more freebies. But that's I ended up only getting only doing 4 this week.
Yeah.
But I knew that would have been a tough one for y'all to guess though.
Yeah, I definitely would not. That one I was not gonna. I would not have any unless you told us like some verbal things, like give us verbal clues. Yeah. I could guess from the images.
It was a wild guess for me. I just said, well, and surprisingly it came up. I'm like, wow.
Grimlock.
What studio was that for the Riddler? It was Iron Studios?
Yeah, Iron Studios, yeah.
Would you guys get that one? Because
no, that's the one I'm saying I wouldn't get. I might have gone the Transformer eventually, actually. If you give me more time, I probably would have hit it eventually.
Wait.
This is 10th scale, though. This is 10th scale.
Iron Studios.
This Riddler.
Yeah, what I'm saying is because we've been waiting for so long, would you get that Riddler by Iron Studios, the 1/10 scale?
Oh, you mean buy it or
yes?
Would
you buy it?
No, I wouldn't buy it. I don't get like 1/10 scale pieces. It's just right now the prices are going up to an extent where like you're losing. There's like a value trade off that you get for getting something that small that is no longer. I don't see it anymore. I'm not gonna pay the prices that they're asking for a 10th scale piece. It's not even like 7th scale or 6,
Mm-hmm.
So I can't see myself doing that. The kind of prices they're asking, that's what I want to pay when it's like a 6 scale height. So it's like 12 inches tall at least for the character. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel I'm getting my money's worth paying what they're asking.
So now let me ask you guys, the Riddler from the Batman, would you guys get a statue if they brought out a statue like that from the recent Batman? Would you guys buy that 1/6, 1/4, 1/3? Would you guys get that particular Batman?
If I was a Batman, I would consider it. If it was if I was a Batman statue collector, I would consider it. But I will say this: I feel like this is a missed opportunity from Sideshow because this was the perfect time to debut a comic version Riddler premium format. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To kind of push out with the movie. You already have obviously it's not the same. It's not apples to apples. You have the Batman coming from the Daniel Bell Batman with the lightning, the DK3
The Frank Miller
right?
version.
Frank Miller, yeah. So you got that Batman, which is not, it's obviously not this Batman, but you got a Batman that's a brand new Batman that's coming. You should have. I feel like this was the perfect time to debut a brand new Riddler statue because this is at the height of the movie. The movie, you know what I'm saying? This is right now was the time to put it out. The same time everybody's putting out all these Batmans, you give us a Riddler premium format, and it sells off. It's gonna sell. It's gonna sell off the shelf.
I'm
So
starting to. I remember
you don't
when I
think
used
so?
to defend this company, but I don't feel that need anymore. I'm continually disappointed by Sideshow. So I don't think they're gonna do that. So what's up, Ramon? I don't think I don't think we're gonna get anything like that anytime soon.
I don't. If I'm, I don't know. I don't know the inner workings of the company, but that's what I would have did because everyone's been asking for a Riddler. This would have been the perfect time to give him one. To me,
I think what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen because and respectfully speaking, and not from my experience, I think when we get that Riddler, it's going to happen the same way when fans were anticipating the Thanos, because like I said, when this Thanos came, we lost our minds. I was a lot younger, but when that Riddler comes, the see, once the demand hit the fence, we all are going to want to get it, because I'm telling you, we were glued to the computers. We were literally, I don't think smartphones was big back. It wasn't too. Look, I'm not a dinosaur, but I remember being glued to my computer, waiting for this bad boy. So when that Riddler comes, I'm telling you guys, you're going to be at your computer, your smartphones. You're going to be one.
oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, when it comes, you guys are it's gonna sell out quickly because of that demand.
I
You know,
agree. I agree. And Walton here made another great point saying Prime One needs to use this time to release that Favok Penguin statue that they teased
yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. This was the time to sell the Penguin statue too.
Because you see, the thing about it is what we are not realizing, we are the fans. There's only a certain amount of us that really are crazy about this hobby. So I just have to insinuate that, like you, me, Buck, it's only a few of us. So when these manufacturers say, okay, well, we're going to make a certain amount, yeah, it's about the money, but how many people are going to buy this product? So how many of us, and not to digress, like Hasbro, I'm a big Transformers fan. And usually when Hasbro is getting ready to, make a certain amount of product, they will put out like a campaign. And if the numbers say, well, this is what we want, then they will produce it. And then you and I only have a matter of time to like I guess lock it in, and they'll produce a certain amount of figurines. So I think like what manufacturers on the statue side, how many of us really want this? But if the numbers are showing like it's only like 500 of us, then it might not be profitable by producing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This final rebuttal to or maybe to play off what Walton just said. Trying to release things to coincide with movie releases is good for marketing, but also if your piece isn't ready yet, you need to make sure that it's good enough for people to want to buy it, not just because they're riding off the high of the movie, but that it's also a good statue. So
Yeah.
that penguin statue needs to be able to stand on its own and not the movie. And maybe the fact that you like Colin Farrell in the role as the penguin, is something that makes you think, oh man, I'm feeling particularly fond of that character right now. And so you're gonna buy the statue. But otherwise, I don't think that should be making you purchase it, right?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
forgot one more thing. Did you guys catch any Easter eggs in the Batman movie?
I caught that Hush Easter egg.
Yeah. The other one I caught where the penguin was tied up and he was
Oh,
walking
when
out.
he was, yeah, I caught that. Yeah. I caught that. Yeah. I leaned over to my fiance and I was like, he's moving like a penguin. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Let's see. So is that what Sasha's doing with Black Panther? Not necessarily, because the Black Panther movie is not coming out for a while. Let's see what happens if the movie's not good. Wonder Woman 84.
Exactly, right? And
Yeah,
you're
I
trying
agree. That's a
to,
great point. That's a great
Mhm.
point. But I will say this, that the art speaks for itself. So like
yeah,
the art, like if it's great art, it's great art. Well,
like that
if the
Taskmaster recently. That's a really good statue, and the movie was crap.
exactly. Yep. And I think that Taskmaster sold, from what I know, from what I saw, it sold pretty well. It wasn't the best selling thing, but a good amount of people picked it up.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure Martin Canale sculpted that. He did a great job with that piece. Um, and I think it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Let's see. They had a whole statue revealed 2 years ago, and for some reason they have decided not to put it up for PO. I assume they were put it on the back burner due to low sale expectations.
Also, they might be running into issues with like certifying it. Um, like so many things can come up. Like someone, maybe the artist who was working on it, like they're running into issues with certification, so they put him on another project, and so it's waiting for that same person to get back on it. Or for whatever reason, it's just not the right time. And every time they're doing like some reveals, it's just not the right time. Maybe they only want to reveal it at their next level
Event,
showcase, right?
which should be
And
soon, by the way.
exactly. So I don't know exactly what's going through their heads, and each company has their own issues. So I'm never like fully happy with either of these, and I'm kind of just salty generally these days with all the companies, except for
Yeah.
like some of the newer ones. But yeah, the ones that are like I would say dinosaurs right now, I'm like not too crazy about them.
hmm
So
Good deal. Is there anything else we got today? Did we miss anything?
When is that freaking legendary Hulk reveals coming out? I can't wait to see that, man.
It's coming eventually. I think it'll be soon.
I need my
Um,
grill. I need my grill, Goku. Please, Prime One. Stop fucking around. Just release this shit.
I don't want to vent on Astro's channel, but I'm not gonna do it. But
I've
it's just
never felt like held hostage like this before.
yeah.
Because I can't even say I'm gonna cancel my order. If I cancel it, it's sold out. It's sold out. There's no people want it. If I don't want it, someone's gonna take it, and they're willing to wait. So I just there's nothing I can do but wait.
Yeah.
Skull Knight? No, I didn't get Skull Knight anymore. I think the only like Berserk statue I'm gonna get is just I'm just gonna leave it at the guts behind me, the 1/3. Um, I'm not if I try going into that line, that's a money pit.
Do
They're
you
all
do
fantastic, but it's too
do you
expensive.
think like the ending? Because no one really said if this pandemic is over. It's just we just decided whatever. Do you guys really? Do you think like this? With the inflation prices, do you think it's gonna overwhelmingly affect the hobby? Because it's like I've never waited so long for like a piece that I fully paid for. Like my God, like and to the
It's
point where I got like even it's like I felt like fuck y'all motherfuckers, send my shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Also, look at this new like Blitzway, the Batman statue, the Pattinson thing. Look at the price.
Yeah, man.
Normally, you'd expect that price to be much lower
twelve
than that.
hundred.
It's like
Like
my money don't mean nothing no more. Like I
the last,
paid. Where's
exactly.
my shit? You know what I'm saying?
Dude, there's so many things. I feel like using this pandemic as an excuse for
Yeah.
late shipping, it's bullshit at this point, especially if you opened like pre-orders. Like if you've there's companies that have delayed a specific like pieces multiple times during this pandemic, right?
Yeah.
I'm just like, come on, man, you got to be better at like
It's like actual
gauging
like
how long this should take. Like
I had just
this is
pre-ordered two statues today, low scale stuff for my my Sentinel, and that whole disclaimer that you gotta, it's from Sideshow. Like, if it's delayed, you gotta agree to whatever. Okay, fine, whatever. The problem is like, look, if I want the statue, okay, fine. But I have like multiple orders right now that has been delayed, and there's just a status saying we're gonna ship, but it's like, okay, well, we're shipping, but preparing to ship, but like, where's my stuff? It's like 2, 3, 4 months. Like, where's my stuff? Like, and it's like you have no say. But it's like, and when you call them up,
I can't give you an
where,
answer.
yeah, when you call them up, it's like they'll say like, well, if you know what, we can give you your money back. Like, really? That's how you did. It's almost as if like your money don't mean anything.
I
So I want to
get.
know, like, collectively, how do people feel when they can just speak to you like that? Like, okay, fine, we'll just give you your money back.
I don't like it when people do that kind of stuff. I feel like I must never buy anything from the company again, and
Yeah,
that's why I hate Prime One right now, because like they're the only ones who are making something that I like this much, and so that's the thing. When you make the things and they're high enough quality, and you're so much better than your competition, you can talk to your consumer anywhere you like. uh is that like you see, because there's not that much competition, but now we got companies like Queen Studios, we got companies like JND, and they're gonna put competition out there, and so they're gonna make, if like one of these companies want to just like fall asleep at the wheel, there's someone else who's waiting to like steal their customers. Queen
but I
Studios is now doing the
but
six
I
scale
think that
pieces, so Hot Toys can't just be fucking around with people with their shitty like release times when they open pre-orders, and they won't release a statue for several years. You know,
but I think that's gonna kill like that main manufacturer that we have in the States. And they're getting a little, they're becoming a little bit too cocky, you know, if you guys know who I'm talking about.
I've been saying their name the whole time. I don't give a shit. I'm like, like, oh man, I'm not happy, but I think still I would say Sideshow is good at meeting the deadlines. Like they're better than most other companies, and that's probably because they have the industry dominance, right? And they can tell a factory, if we take our business away from you, you're screwed. So produce our shit now before the others.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. And then, but still, I think Prime One should have some sway as well with the factories. And I think to be honest, Prime One just has shitty logistics. They suck at it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's the company that's the most egregious with release dates out of all of them. Like
Mm-hmm.
it is so. I think it's unforgivable, and I can't forgive them. But I think the worst thing is I can't forgive myself because I keep buying their products. I should have stopped buying Prime One statues like some time now, but I keep pre-ordering, and it's like more and more of my pre-orders are becoming Prime One, and it makes me feel shameful of myself because I don't want to give them any more of my money. But they're doing the best stuff out there, like this comic based. No one's competing, and that's why these companies can keep on like. Prime One doesn't give a shit that they can tell you. They just told me the Wonder Woman versus Hydra. They just delayed it, and they said during 2022. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing for the last past like 4 months. Like every time they delay something, they just say in some point next year, or like there's no dates. It's that there's no months attached to the date. To the
Because
year.
now it's like you say you want to take your money, but well, fuck you. Would keep your NRD, or no, they'll give you your NRD back. It says someone else is gonna buy it anyways. You don't care. Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't mean
Well,
anything,
I
and
think
that's why
that's,
they don't have to be giving you like good dates or like keep to their promises.
yeah, but how many of us are going to be loyal to say, let's boycott this shit and not buy any more statues?
I
And
don't
then what?
think I don't think boycotts really work. You can't like organize a large enough group of people to unless it's extremely egregious, and that's the thing. This company is not bad enough for us to like mount a boycott. So the best you can do, you as a person, you say they've treated me badly enough that I'm not willing to buy anything from them anymore. And then it's you don't care if other people want to buy something from them, that's them. And Prime One can keep existing, and that's fine. but I'm not gonna put money again because I don't like the way they treated me this time.
But
But for me, I haven't reached that point yet. They
yeah,
haven't treated me, but like I feel like I'm being abused enough that I should be able to say it. But I like this. I'm just too addicted to what they're releasing that I'm not saying it yet. I'm like I'm gushing over the pieces.
but that's what I mean. If you say necessity on any of these platforms, you get kicked out.
And you can't, and the thing is, you can't complain on their pages too. So,
Yeah.
in general, I'm not active on their like on their official social media groups on Facebook because those groups aren't like they don't give you answers when you ask. If you ask when is this releasing, they're not gonna talk to you. They don't give a shit. You're not gonna answer. That's not what those pages are for. Those pages are there for like people to suck them off, right? Like there's no like direct communication. The companies that communicate with you are the ones that have to because they need to gain your attention. Queen Studios talks to the consumers. Smaller studios like HMO, when someone puts like in the group, hey, this is supposed to release now, you didn't release it, I need an update. The like people there, they're gonna give you like a update of their stuff and they're gonna post it in the group and start giving the community answers. You go complain on Sideshow, they remove your comment. They tell you this is you're being hateful.
Yeah.
Like you do the same thing on promo. We don't like this negativity on our group. So yeah, and it's because they're too big, and like a lot, like the products are ubiquitous enough in everyone's collections, and like they're good enough that no one is going to say, like there's not enough people. We can't Sideshow even if like a bunch of the collectors here say like we're done, and it's a bunch of people don't order as many as they used to. I'm not ordering as many Sideshow pieces as I used to. I don't like to, but there's always so many new people that are buying their first quarter scale premium format from them.
But that's I think that was the conversation we were having a few weeks back. The fact that we are seasoned, the veterans are seasoned, so we know we'll look and like
we're seasoned to their bullshit, man.
Yeah, we'll like me, I'll send that shit back, but then it'll be like, well, fuck you, motherfucker. But it's like I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got XM, you got other manufacturers that I can order from, and I'll put out I'll place categories, and I think where one collector said the reason why people will side with the more affordable manufacturers is because not everybody wants the high scale stuff. Like if when you first start out, you remember you're dealing with affordable products, but now those of us who are seasoned, we're not just buying like $400-$500 statues anymore. We're buying like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Some of us are doing lifestyles now. So that's where we're saying, if we're going to be paying this amount, give us good value customer service. God damn it. Or we're going to have to rely on you, Buck, to make my shit. I'm like, Buck, I want a Iron Man shit. Can you scope it like this? You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna front me the $500,000 so I can I can start production.
I want my shit because that's how New York gonna talk to you. If I cry about your Buck, you gonna make my Iron Man shit? Or you like, shit costs $10,000. Okay, motherfucker, just make my fucking shit and make sure my shit is here by next week. So I can fucking do my reviews.
I feel you, man. I totally see where you're coming from.
If I'm like, why the fuck? I'm gonna call you up like, yo, Buck, why the fuck the paint ain't looking like my eyes and shit? Why the fuck? And you go,
why not? And like it's so weird. One another weird thing is like how we like they sell it when they sell us these products too. They're selling us the product based on the prototype image. And the final product can be so far from that. And we just go, and like they've set your expectations like that. Like, what kind of company sells you based on something that's so far from the final product, right?
Okay,
and
look,
like
at the end of the day, look, I think we're going in. It's capitalism and it's mass production, and it's just so many of us, and that's why prices is like the law of supply and demand. That's why prices are going up and up because we're demanding more. We're demanding more for our favorite characters. The more we demand, the more competition and the more money. That's why this shit is getting so expensive.
Prices aren't going up because we're demanding more. Because the prices are going up because their margins are shrinking, so they gotta widen those again.
Well, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and it's like I'm just like I can't with these. I can't, man.
You know
companies
what's
I
been driving me
respect.
crazy? You know what's
I
been
got
driving me crazy? What's been driving me crazy was that fucking Spider-Man and Venom semi-bot, the one that you got.
yeah.
That shit is breakable. Like, why would the fuck? Why would you buy that shit when it's so fragile? Like, why?
Well, we didn't realize it was gonna be
You know,
that fragile. I think that's the
you
problem.
don't know until like you're in too deep. And
I took one look. I took one look at that
I
shit.
don't even want to talk shit about that piece. I
took
think
one look and I
it's
said,
ambitious.
hell
It's
no.
a beautiful piece. It's amazing, and like it's so perfect. Someone buy mine. It's like really nice.
Someone buy his.
I have mine up for sale on Facebook.
When
right
I
now.
saw that, I said, "Oh hell no, I ain't buying that shit." Because I could tell.
Hey, stop slandering my sale, man. I'm trying to sell this shit.
It's such a wonderful statue. It's one of the most magnificent statues I've ever seen.
It's a wonderful statue.
No, it really
Put
is.
some respect,
it's very ambitious. It's just it's just kind of tough to put together, but it's a great piece, though. It is a great piece. Once you get it together, listen.
You're not even convincing H. Let's drop this statue piece. This not a statue you gotta talk about. If you see my post on Facebook, buy it. But what I'm gonna say, I haven't got like a possible buy. So he's talking to me right now. But
okay,
we'll see.
Sorry, boy. I'm sorry.
We'll see.
Look, it's a great statue. It's a great statue.
Yeah. I just want to give. I want to give
because
kudos
I don't like
to
it.
all
You may not like it.
I feel. I don't make me say things I shouldn't say. I always want to give a shout out before we head off. Like, I want to say, there's companies I'm always shitting on. I like shit on XM too much. XM, great with the community. It's a very good company with the community, and I really respect them for that. I like what they're doing, and I hope they keep it up. Another company that needs a shout out, that needs to stay on this direction they're going, and it's really helped them. Queen Studios, keep listening to the community. I believe in that company, and please stay this way. Don't become shitty like the others. Don't be like Prime One. Don't be like Sideshow. All right, so that's me.
Let him get it off. He getting his shit off. Let him get it off. Yeah. But good. Glad everyone. I feel like it was a good show.
A beautiful show.
We had a lot of fun today, man. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, making time. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So for that, I'm grateful, man. I appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man.
Yes,
absolutely, man.
Pleasure.
But until next time, man. Everybody be good. Everybody be safe. And I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace out.